hear me all right? We'll find out. Bum, bum, bum. It's the beginning of our wonderful upcoming stream, which I'm running a tiny bit later, but you know, whatever. We'll work it out. It's no problem. Everyone can see me and hear me once I get an I in the chat. Let's get the event posted everywhere. Boom. Boom. I've invoked at everyone. I'm sorry for the pings, but it had to be done. It had to be done. Now. Yes, Nook says hey. Son of Sis says let's go. You all came to my rallying cry over my pings on Discord or Twitter or wherever the hell else I happened to... I've put up a couple of notifications here and there. Let's see who and what shows up, I suppose. The Steam one will have gone up by now too. Yep, looks like it. Alright. I say, no time like the present, right? May as well get into it, and whoever arrives late can just, you know, come on over when they're ready. I think that works. Just gonna have one moment to sort one last little bit of background detail. Ba-dum. Yeah, that's all there. That's all there. You're late, you lose out. Go. Yeah, exactly. Couldn't agree more. Yeah, I think we're on a schedule. Everything's in place. I've got my background elements here. I've got that there. I'll post this in the Twitch chat. A poll I'm running for a secondary event I can do. You guys may or may not want me to do more, or maybe not. I'll remember to post that every now and again. Everyone can see this all happening, it looks like. Yeah, wonderful CGs of LoveSick Darlings. Okay. Let's just get rolling. Okay, so, as some of you may know, first up, the stream is basically going to be split into 3 segments. Segment number 1, we're just going to play through the good old art gallery. Everyone's favorite part of the beginning of the game. This is some spicy content you can probably just tell from the thumbnails, maybe. Some are old saves, some are new saves. But in any case, we're going to load it up here. Yeah. Okay, so first part of the live stream is we're just going to run through the art exhibition, go through it, have a chat, take it easy, and then I'm going to load us up later on to brand new content that the public hasn't seen yet. I mean, alpha players have definitely seen this, the content I'm going to show, but, you know, it should still be exciting for 99% of viewers, either via YouTube, where I'll post this later, or now, with all the lovely people watching here and now. Yeah, okie dokes. I think... Yeah, okay. So, with that kind of locked in... and even if you've seen it before, you've not had the author play it for you. Hello there. Oh, all these people, all these voices, all these... Hello to you all. And yeah, Zolf, Nehru, Flebits, all familiar people, all beloved people. Who've all, you know, fellow devs, players, let's players. We've got everyone here, and that's what it's all about. Okay, when I did a test stream the other day, music was something that went up and down a little, so let me know if the music goes too loud or if I'm too quiet or whatever, and we'll just get into it. We'll quit this ASMR I'm doing where I'm rambling about nothing. Let's go. First off, you're going to notice that there's some updated music. Tim has been hard at work, and you're going to hear it throughout all of today's live stream as we, go through. So that's why I wanted to make sure the music isn't too loud or too quiet. So offer me your feedback in real time whenever it arises. Class came and went, but my mind was filled with thoughts about tonight. Maisie needed to go home to get changed and meet Nacho. I decided to stay at school. I was fine wearing my usual outfit anyway. It's just an art show. Artists are meant to be casual, right? Hi, Jada-based girl says, watch Xander sleep. Well, fair enough. I'm glad my game can inspire such passion. The art studio and hall are completely closed off. Oops, there we go. People go in and out, moving stuff around. We've got to think about what to do tonight. Or if I even do anything. So for those who don't know, at this point in the story, Sid is deliberating whether he helps behind the scenes to help Jada, a dear friend of his, succeed in the art show that they're going to. I've already made a few choices in this save because it would take forever to kind of apply everything, but basically, for those who know one way or the other about how the game's going, we have chosen to not rig the art exhibition. So things are going to play out in a myriad of ways, and we're going to decide that today together, I think. Yeah. Anyway, I wonder what Nacho's like anyway. Nacho is Maisie's boyfriend, who we have not met yet. That is right, for those who don't know. One of the heroines of the game has a boyfriend, which is a controversial move, but I hear it's an engaging move, because people always have a lot to say about him. Alright, week 6, day, Friday, evening. The sun starts setting and cars begin pulling up. Some stuff is still running about, getting everything ready. People have a lot of four-letter words to say about him, yep, they do. They certainly do. He's a beloved character, I suppose. He's inspired a lot of emotion. Loving the music, says Son of Sis. I'm glad. That's good. Full credits to Tim. Incredible fella. Does a lot of amazing work. He's done all the tracks now, actually. I think we're just fiddling around with some still, but like they're done basically. Just wait to unlock the secret route where you get to date Nacho. Yeah, that's the true secret route. All girls, best girls. Fleblitz has got it right. It's the truth. Everyone's the best. Guests start lining at the door. I'm woefully underdressed. Men and women of all ages are dressed in suits and nice dresses. Here I am in jeans and a jacket. Time passes. The volunteer staff finally open the doors and start letting the surprisingly long queue in. Damn it, where are you, Amazing? So there's a lot of dots here. Basically, this is where alternate events would be occurring based off of other decisions. But in this save, Sid has made a lot of decisions that mean not many people are showing up to the art show that he knows. That'll be in the Halloween horror patch. Yep. Yeah, exactly. I won't say too much about Halloween and patches though. Afternoon, everyone says Laser. Hey, Laser. Bad ending. Nacho dates all of the girls and moves away to Sydney. Don't even say that. I think people would shoot me if I did that. Hello says, whoops, missed the name, Mephicio. Mephicio, of course. Hello. And yes, of course, Laser. We're doing the full Stepford winky face. I like it. Dev's Doom ending. Don't give me ideas. This game has already got a scope that is arguably out of control, but no, we're good. I leaned against a wall out of the way of everyone, idly watched the car park for a little while. Just about everyone's gone inside now. Hello there, Mr. Dragon 222. Neo Dragon. That's a name I don't recognize. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying me talking. Hello, says a mysterious voice in-game. A familiar voice. I turned to face her. Hey there. You may know me as Neo in the Discord, of course. Neo. I know you, Neo. Yes, very well. we have talked a lot. Looks Nacho might be able to change, but he just needs the player's tender hands to point him in the right direction. Tender hands. That's a scary thought. Jada plays Doom. She probably does. So, as we can see here, we've got our first outfit change of the game. Everyone knows it, because it's in the demo, but, you know. It's actually not the first, it's actually the second, because Jada's casual outfit shows up earlier on. But, you know, this outfit is memorable. I won't say why, but, you know, it's memorable. Bouncing in more ways than one, Maisie ascends the steps alone. I think there is a joke ending like that in... Oops. Karawa Shoujo, where the MC doesn't get with anyone, just ends up killing himself with his best friend. I do recall hearing about that. Yeah, that sounds in character for Karawa Shoujo. Yeah, Kenji, the conspiracy theorist who was like ahead of his time in some ways, is what I'll say about that character. In terms of not for the right reasons, ahead of his time. Not for the right reasons, for all the wrong reasons. Kenji and Karawa Shoujo. Oh hi, hey Sid. Without a second's hesitation, she hugs me. And I can feel way too much of her pressed against me. We let go, and I get a good look at her outfit. Oddly enough, apart from the corset, her outfit hasn't changed that much. Is this her idea of dressing up for a fancy occasion? In any case, I know she's my best friend, but it's hard not to get distracted right now. I try to avoid that kind of writing in visual novels, but I also then have to, like, you know, where the character goes, whoa, I better keep my focus, but, you know, but then, like, I think about it, and I'm like, you know what, if I was, like, 16, and my friend dressed that way, and my friend had a friend like Maisie, and it was like, yeah, you would, that would be distracting, so I try to keep it reasonable, at least. The manly picnic, I'm scared to ask about this picnic, but yeah. Maisie smiles deviously. What do you think? What do we think, fellas and fellettes? All kinds of people in the chat. How are we feeling about Maisie's outfit? So this is what the beauty of streaming, we could choose together. And if you guys don't choose, I'll choose. But, you know, we should choose together, because we're here. So, does Maisie look great? Do we just say, or do we say, if you're not careful, you're gonna pop out of that? We've got twos, we've got threes, we've got threes, we've got twos. We've got one. We've got we're really evenly spread. Oop, okay. We're going one. We're breaking the tie. You look great. Oh, we got a lot of threes coming in late. It's done. It's done. You look great, actually. It's always nice to see you bust out the corset. Oh, I was expecting something more awkward or sarcastic. Preferably both. If you ask me, she looks sexy as hell. Says, uh-oh, it's the big bad dude himself. A tall, slightly older guy with slick back hair comes up the steps behind Maisie. He must be in his last year of school. He's wearing casual formal wear. He grabs her around the waist. Hey babe, thanks. You're not too shabby yourself. Thanks. But yeah, nah, sorry I took a bit. Finding a park was surprisingly tough. So, Sid, this is Nacho, the guy you've heard so much about. And Nacho, this is my best friend, Sid. Isn't this a fun interaction? Hey dude. How should I introduce myself? So how do we introduce ourselves, guys? Do we get a bit assertive, or do we just act polite for Maisie's sake? Third option, Lamau says, oh my gosh. Yeah, everyone was throwing numbers out everywhere, looks like. There were many more votes for 3. They came in afterwards, I'm sorry. I've already ruined everything. I'll be very deliberate. I'm going to wait a little longer this time. There might be a stream delay, that's why we took a bit. Okay, so 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. We're going to wait. You guys have 10 more seconds. Maybe not 10 seconds. A short amount of time to get your votes in. Well, man, I'm so old with these updates, I'm still not used to seeing the non-black placeholder Nacho. Yes, Laser was playing in early days with a lot of placeholder sprites. One of my first players, like, he full on reached out to me on Twitter and just added me saying, "Hey, I'm streaming your itch game, lol." And I was like, "Ooh, it's nice." But yeah, you played an ancient build. You're a veteran. I've got a follower. Thank you to Katie133. Sorry, I can't read. It's in a small window on my, like, right over there. Thank you, Katie, for following. Yes, looks like we're going on 2. 2's the winner. You guys can't complain. As Maisie's best friend, I'm sure you've heard a lot about me. Nice to meet you. That's a good reaction. And as Maisie's boyfriend, I'm sure you've heard a lot about me. It's nice to meet you too. You're the guy in Maisie's profile picture, huh? Yeah? Cool. Just checking. Passive aggressiveness is through the charts right now. Through the charts. Is that a smidge of jealousy, I sense? Maisie claps her hands. So, just us, hey? Well, I guess we will find Jada and the others inside. But man, I feel so underdressed next to you guys. I'm in my everyday outfit. You should have dressed up. It would have been cute. Well, I would have if I had known this was a fancy dress occasion. Oh, didn't I tell you? No? Yes? Shush, I wasn't talking to you. She lightly taps him on the chest. He puts on a shit-eating grin. I totally stick out now. So much for covert operations, I guess. Huh? Why do you need to be covert? Ugh, you and your big mouth, Sid. I meant, like, I hate sticking out. Oh, don't worry about it. You're a student. You're allowed to look casual. And what? You guys aren't students? Well, I'm not. Not at this school, at least. Shit, he's right. Don't worry about it. They won't even notice if you just stay near me. My boobs can do all the work. Ugh, right. Hell yeah, they will. Sometimes I, like, write a line and then don't even think about the fact that I have to read it out later. But, you know, I do it for all of you guys. It's fine. Like, I have to write creepo lines for Nacho and then say them. It's like, oh, man. Nacho's grip lowers to around Maisie's hips. I didn't really think how much of a third wheel I was going to be. I was too busy considering what I should do for the Student's Choice Award and Jada, which, for people just coming in now, people who aren't familiar with the demo, this is the central conflict of this arc of the game. Jada is trying to win an award, and we have the power to help her or not help her, and that's kind of Sid's internal conflict. There's a lot of elements flying about in this scene, but anyway, this is the important one for now, right now, you know? I won't clog this up too much with exposition. Ugh. Maisie's leaning on Nacho. More people have made their way into the hall. Almost everyone's gone in by now. The Jada Art Tournament arc. Yeah, and kind of. Just wait till you get to the real Jada Tournament arc. Because she, at a later point in the game, participates in, an actual tournament arc, playing fighting games. Makes up a huge part of her social link, I guess, for lack of a better word. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Her, like, major thing is about playing at a local fighting game tournament and kind of overcoming expectations and whatnot. And anyway, I won't spoil it. You guys will see it. Alright, Sid says sure. Don't mind me, I'm just eating my breakfast sometimes. I was running late. Gotta finish my toast. Oh wait, let's commemorate the occasion, Maisie says. Oh really? Maisie takes out her phone. Oh really? I actually kind of agree with Nacho on this one. I don't really feel like commemorating my status as a third wheel. Yeah, come on, let's do this. We kind of awkwardly shuffle closer together. Come on, we can do better than that. Maisie shoves Nacho and I forward beside her. I briefly touch shoulders with Maisie. Sorry. You're all good. Maisie holds the camera up. Nacho silently puts his arm around Maisie's waist. I try to stand an acceptable distance while I sit sorry, an acceptable distance away while still in frame. Click. Alrighty, let's go. For realsies this time. Maisie hooks Nacho and me with her arms and drags us along. What, no Reacher and Nacho? Nah. That would be very ambitious. I think Sid would get fucking knocked out then and there. Hey, whoa. Maisie marches on with a smirk as she drags us two forward together. Stuart's clue. The Girl and the Beast. Whether I choose to help Jada or not, I should keep an eye out for the painting. The least I can do is see it. Social event. Stottle. Locked in Maisie's grip, we shuffle in through the big sliding doors to the hall and... Whoa! We've completely transformed the hall into an art exhibition. Hackable walls have cut the hall into sections, with walkways for guests and students to walk through. Paintings, statues, quilt work, and more decorate the hall. Good to see you stream again. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Arcfiends. It's a pleasure to stream and chat to people as always. Social link go. Stay solid, people. Oh shit, no more English sign. No, the English sign is around. Just you wait. Laser. That background is staying. Stay solid, damn it. I know, it's very important. We gotta stay solid. This is a real, art hallway, by the way. I love the English sign, yeah. Me too. Me too. Not bad for a public school, says Nacho. Wow, there's so many paintings. I inspect the one closest to me. It's a nice painting of the farmstead. The author tag says nothing. It's blank. Huh, it really is anonymous. What was that? Nothing? Right, I wasn't meant to know that. Oh, why don't none of the artworks have artist credited? Oh, how weird. A voice crackles through the overhead speakers. Alright, if I could have everyone's attention, may I ask everyone to gather to the front for a quick overview of the night's events and schedule. Does that include us? Why wouldn't it? Right, I guess we can look around later. The three of us shuffle the crowd to the front of the hall. Isn't this a fun trio to be hanging out with? It's kind of nostalgic, this part of the game. I haven't played it in a while. I've been dealing... These three characters are in very different places, that's all I'm saying. On the stage, an art teacher I vaguely recognize stands in front of the mic. Beside him are a few rows of students, including... Oh, there they are! She points at them rather crudely from the crowd. Jada, Grace, and Stuart are sitting in the middle. Hey, should we really be pointing? Huh, why not? They're our friends. Ugh. Jada spots us. She grins and does a little wave back. I wonder, how's she really feeling right now? Yes, Xander Sleep. It's the girl of the hour. Not the girl of the hour, really. The girl of the game for a lot of people. She's beloved. She's lovely. She deserves all the love in the world. So, you know, I feel so bad for Steph. Why do you feel bad for Steph? The girl of the moment, the people. Best girl 2020. That's not Maisie, says Arcfiends. Oh, see? The wars begin. I'm still Team Steph, says Laser. Nice, Laser. Staying true. In this course of events, Steph doesn't really feature much in the art exhibition, but she'll show up a little later. The Steph content will come. Sorry about that. I didn't even think about the fact that Steph wouldn't really feature much today. The canon best girl. Yeah, well, Sid likes her, so I guess it's arguably canon. Best girl has arrived, says Powerskiff 12. Name I don't recognize, but glad to see it. Thank you, Pascal, for joining us. The Waifu War is real. It is. It's happening right in front of us. History in action. Could you explain how you could never... Sorry. Can you explain how you could ever see Maisie as best girl? I'm very curious as you could have Jada all caps. Alright, I'm gonna let this all play out in the chat. I'm gonna list her good quality. Okay, well, I don't know if we can take slander in here. Maisie has lots of good qualities. And I'm not just talking about 2. Anyway. Grace pretends not to see us. Stuart just nods. I know. Sure, I know. I'll decide soon. Welcome everyone to the prestigious Foster Hills High School Art Exhibition. We have a lot of talent on the show this year from the incredible students in our exclusive arts program. From oils to clay to fabric to watercolor and even digital, we have a lot on display. Yawn, says Nacho. The announcer keeps talking. Hey, come on. How much longer do we have to be here again? I don't know, maybe an hour or so? Ugh. Oh, come on. Don't tell me you forgot about what I promised. She starts whispering too low for me to hear. Nacho just grins to himself. Alright, baby, whatever you say. What should she tell him? And most excitingly of all, I have an announcement to make. It's only been 25 and shots have already been fired. Yeah, they have been fired. Shells have been loaded, it sounds like. I mean, once Jada doesn't bring to the table as well. I like to hope that Maisie and Jada are very distinct from one another. 25 minutes. Oh dear, says Flareblitz. Insert sick bag FX. Sick bag FX, yeah, sounds about right. Oh, this is it. Along with the usual grand prize of a professional development course and a first place trophy for our winner, who is chosen by a panel of expert judges, we will be holding a new kind of award, the Student's Choice Award. The crowd goes abuzz with muttering and discussion. It's a new kind of award that is decided by the student body who came here tonight to enjoy the exhibition that their friends and fellow students worked so hard on. Hard on. Maisie smacks his side. I'm trying to listen. So, please, students across our great school, exercise your artistic eye and appreciation skills. Vote for whichever piece of art most speaks to your heart. The crowd erupts in cheers and clapping. Oh, I don't remember Jada or anyone else mentioning this. Yeah, me either. Must be news to them too. Sid doing his best lying here. Really comes naturally to him. Because he knew. I mean, if that wasn't obvious. Maisie is sharp, scarily so when it comes to lies and social cues. I hope she doesn't catch on that I knew about this prize in advance. As the crowd cheers and claps, I look for Jada again. Surely she must be happy that there is another prize she could possibly be recognized for. I look into the crowd on stage for her. Among the clapping and cheering of the students, she's looking downwards, not clapping at all. And I realized, in her eyes, this isn't a second chance for her to win an award at all. It's just a way for her to lose twice in one night. Losing tonight could truly destroy her confidence as an artist. Can I? No. Should I let that happen? Thanks everyone, we'll be handing out our voting cards now. Enjoy your night and best of luck to our students. The teacher turns off their mic and leads the students backstage. I guess they're not allowed to come out yet? Is that why there aren't any names on the art? To keep voting fair and anonymous or whatever? That must be it. I wonder which pieces are by Jada, Stuart, and Grace. A staff member approaches us and hands out a few voting slips. Cheers, mate. Yeah, thanks. The staff member awkwardly shuffles by. They didn't even ask me if I was a student, hey. Shush, break the system, vote as an outsider, it'll be fun. Nacho's lines hit a lot differently when you hear them read out. No, when I read them. Yeah, I don't know. Do they hit differently in a good way or a bad way? I guess that's arguable. Maybe it's my voice acting I'm gonna pick up. I'm gonna sound douchier. To really bring it to life. I open the slip. It says Student's Choice Award up at the top of the sheet. Then, beneath, it has a blank space with the instructions. My vote for Student's Choice is... It's blank. I guess we have to write down the name of our favourite artwork? Makes sense. I'm just gonna write fuck you on it. Nacho pulls out a pen. Shit. Can I just let him throw away his vote? What if I convince him to vote for Jada's artwork without realizing? It's possibly the only way I can get extra votes for Jada. Wait, don't do that. Why? Nacho pauses. He and Maisie look at me. Because don't we want to maybe try and vote for Jada or Stuart's art? Nacho shrugs. I don't know anyone here. I don't care enough to vote for them. He goes to write on the ballot again. Shit. But Maisie, don't you agree? Should we try to find someone's art we like and hope it's one of our friends? Well, that'd be good. But there's no way we can find their art. They didn't tell me anything about what they were working on. Well, not that you even tried to ask them. I make Nacho should like Beth from Back to the Future. Oh, Biff. Yes. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I can see that. He kind of gives those vibes. Yeah. If they leave you thinking he could do the swift kick and the beanbags, you're picking on his character well, yeah. Solf has it right. See, Nacho says. Well, we have to try, don't we? Come on, we've got time to kill, there we go. Before we can see everyone else anyway, right? Come on, guys, just go with it. Alright, why not? Better than doing nothing. Nacho sighs. Sure, whatever. Is he mad at me? Yeah, I don't know, Sid. Is he mad at you? You tell me, Sid. What is he, 12 years old? Mature my ass. God, this is awkward. Not only am I a third wheel, but I'm kind of embarrassing Maisie. I feel Maisie's arms swoop in and lock around my free arm again. Alrighty, either way, let's go have a look over this way. One sec, gotta go pee. You go on ahead, I'll catch up. All good, babe, we'll just be over to the right. He gives a thumbs up as he heads around to the men's room. We walk for a little bit, looking at the art, occasionally chatting to any familiar face we see. It's been a while since I've had to keep a secret like this from Maisie. She's so involved in my life, it's hard to not rely on her sometimes. But Stuart asked me to keep quiet. And it's not always the best idea to let Maisie meddle with these kind of things. I guess it's just making me realize how little I might truly be able to do on my own. How are people finding the music, anyway? Just figured I may as well ask that while there's a quick lull in the story before choices are made. So this is another track Tim composed. I've been enjoying it. It's just basically, I basically was like, so this is, I told him in the commission something along the lines of, this theme plays when the gang kind of go out and do something special. Like they go out on an evening and do something. And I think he totally captured that energy. It's been great so far, the music is really good. That is great. I'll give out my compliments to Tim. And while I'm at it, I'll link him. I'll link him in the... One sec, let's all tab out. Tim. Alright, here is his... There he is. Here is his Twitter, give him a follow, he's the best. Glad you guys are liking the music. And while we're at it, in case you haven't seen yet... I am running a poll very quickly to see if I should do a follow-up event later, where I do like a little Q&A. So there's a straw poll, vote away, the details are in there. I won't take up too much more of your time there. Anyway, moving right along. Sid, is something bothering you? No? Why? It's just, you look down. Are you bored? Oh no, it's fun. Are you making you feel like a third wheel? Well, kind of. Maisie's observant, if nothing else. But it's not the most pressing matter. Do you dislike nacho? No, they're crispy and delicious. The perfect snack or dinner. That pun's for all the nacho heads out there. Okay, fine. It's just, does he not want to be here? It's not what's bothering me most at the moment, but I'm curious to know. Oh well, we usually just hang out and drink in his car or park. Wow, classy. Hey, it's fun. This is just not our usual thing. If you say so. Is that jealousy I sense in your voice? The classic Maisie look. you know, if Maisie's making this look at you, things are going well. She likes to tease, in every sense of the phrase tease. It's alright, you'll always be my best friend. I'll try to ditch you a little less if you like. That's not... We round the corner and we stop. I can't even finish my sentence. Hot damn. Whoa. I'm stunned. What greets us is a landscape painting that covers an entire wall. It's huge, and practically so. It's a mountaintop view of a forest. The trees stretch out forever. A huge crowd is gathered around the monolithic painting. The crowd is buzzing with snobs of all varieties discussing it and snapping pictures with their phones. We slowly approach and manage to get a peek. You could seriously count every branch, leaf, and bristle of each visible tree. This feels too pretty for me to even look at. The vast emptiness of the nature environment is somehow completely filled in with immaculate detail of every little thing you could imagine. A gentle breeze runs through a section of the forest and makes it sway one way, but different kinds of trees sway differently. Leaves are caught in the wind, the clouds in the sky look dreamlike. I don't know shit about art, but this is pretty fucking grand. Nacho approaches from behind. He puts his arm around Maisie. I can't believe someone drew this. Yeah, it looks better than any photo or view I've seen in my life. Better looking than any photo. Painting the other day made me feel this way. It took me longer than it should have to connect to the dots. This must be Stuart's work. Beloved Stuart. We all love Stuart. But I've seen him sketch stuff dozens of times. This is next level. The painting covers a wall and is immensely detailed. It has by far the most people around than talking. All the people in the fanciest suits and dresses have come together in front of this work of art. Based off of the crowd and all of its whispers and excited chatter, it's a foregone conclusion. Stuart is going to win the grand prize. This is an unsurpassable mountain of talent. Anyone would lose heart if they were compared to this. Oh, Jada, what do I do? Anyway, shall we keep going? Oh, sure. I should keep them moving so they don't get too sucked into Stuart's talent. We walk and chat idly for a bit. The Girl on the Beast. I've been watching for any painting that looks like it could be called that, but no luck so far. I might have to ditch these guys and look for it myself. It mightn't mean much, but if I can finally confirm its name, then at least I can vote for it. In any case, it's the least I can do for Jada. The two of them are whispering and flirting with each other. Ugh. Should I convince these two to vote for Jada's artwork when we find it? I mean, how hard would it be? Yeah, oh Sid, if you could even imagine how hard it would be to get their votes. I mean, if we pull off a miracle and guarantee her victory, then what? Nacho mightn't even notice, but it wouldn't take much thinking at all to realize I convinced them to vote for... Sorry. It wouldn't take them much thinking at all to realize I convinced them to vote for it knowing Jada was the artist. So excited for the epic battle of art arguments. Yes. Yes, it's a very exciting battle. For those who don't know it, you're in for an experience. What would she think of me then? Damn it. This isn't about me. It's about Jada. Do I let my friend fall on her own merit as an artist, or do I help my friend remind themselves how great their art really is? Even if it is cheating. There's no right answer. There's every chance she could win without me doing anything. And on the other hand, even with all the meddling in the world, she could still lose. Damn it, what do? I'm running out of time. Whoa, what's up with this one? I hear Nacho's obnoxious... Oh, that's a... Oops. Typo! Voice in the distance. I didn't realize I'd strayed quite so far from them. I look ahead and see them beside a lonely painting on the back wall. Yes, the epic art battles of history. Oops. Sorry, background. There we go. There we go. Whoops. Nearly closed it. I look back and see them beside a lonely painting on the back wall. It looks so much worse than all the others. Why does it look like a cartoon? I don't know. I approach them from behind. Hey, wait up. I come around the side of Maisie and see the painting in full view. A girl in a red dress stands in the center of the painting. A dark wood surrounds her with a great full moon hanging overhead. Sorry if you guys can hear birds in the background. They just, flew past my window. If you guys don't know Australian native birds, they're large and noisy, and they just don't care about anything in the world. Even if, the sun is rising outside right now in Australia. They don't care what time it is. Anyway, a girl in a red dress. Yeah, I did that already. Maisie birds. I have a feeling it's just a pun, but now I'm like, is there such thing as a Maisie bird? Don't think so. But Maisie and Australian birds may have something in similar, yes. Yes, exactly. The moon illuminates a huge feral beast in front of her. Despite being the focus of the picture, the girl seems small compared to the beast in front of her. The small dagger in her hand will surely be no help at all. Yet, she hasn't given up. Despite the insurmountable beast in front of her, she's going to fight till the very end. And the title of the picture is The Girl and the Beast. Huh? Shit, I didn't mean to say that out loud. Oh, that's its name. Cool name for a lame picture. Wait, is this the artwork they were making fun of? I look at it again. I'm no expert at all, but the cartooniness of it only adds to the picture. The style is so expressive, and it makes the piece really pop. Maisie and Nacha smiling and laughing. They obviously have no idea. They don't know it's Jada, but why are they laughing? Just because they don't like it? Can't they see and feel the pain emanating from this picture? This is it. Decision time, Sid. So, big decision time. Let's get all the votes in the chat. Do we defend the picture, educate their asses, or let it go because manipulation is wrong? All the music. I'll be honest, I completely botched this at first, says Arcveins. Fair enough. This is not easy, this segment coming up. Metaphor for Jay struggling against the beast. Life, yes. Absolutely that. If you've picked up that from the piece, you can, you have a good idea of the piece in general then. Alright, we got votes in the chat. A vote for one is a vote for justice. You guys are like, yeah, you guys are doing like a rally over there. We got ones, we got twos, we've got a bit of everything in the chat, to be honest. Like, I don't know, let's give it another minute. No, not minute. Couple of seconds. See if any trailers show up while I finish off this toast. I love this new Tense soundtrack too. Another one by Tim. He did awesome. Wow, the ones and twos are like exactly even. What is it with you guys in polls that end evenly? Please. Anyone who's been following the Twitter knows way too much about how every poll I do for this game ends in a tie. Alright. Any tiebreakers, or I'm just going to choose at random? You've got a couple of seconds till I finish this gulp of water. Ooh, Bro Brunelli is tie-breaking. Looks like we may be voting to let it go. Interesting. I'm just here for the ride. This track is really neat. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. It's a good track. It's nice and tense. Okay. It looks like we are letting it go, which I think has merit. So people in the chat are saying that it's wrong or it's mean to Jada, but I really do think that there is merit to leaving it like this. The smug face from Pro Brunelli. Yeah, no, I think there's merit in it because, as Sid said, maybe it's better to let Destiny take its course without meddling, because then you'll get a true answer from Jada. One is justice and two is honesty. Ooh, see? See, it's true though. Yeah, Fleb, that's about my rigged polls. But yes, justice versus honesty. And that's the kind of question I want players to ask themselves as they play, so I really am glad to see that. Because yeah, I don't want any of the big choices in the game to feel right or wrong. I want them to make you ask questions like that. Do you do the honest thing or do you do what's right? Writing is fun, guys. I'm just rambling. Anyway, we're letting it go. Manipulation is wrong. I can't do this. It isn't fair, not only to the other students who worked so hard, but to Jada, too. Will she really be happy with a prize that she might not have won without my help? I know I wouldn't be, especially if I already thought I wasn't good enough. Knowing I only won because my friends cheated to get me the award would make me feel even worse. I grit through the pain of doing nothing. Of believing in Jada, despite what Nacho or Maisie might think. Hey, let's keep looking. Yeah, let's. The couple walk on ahead. I like how this whole, like, scene plays out. Where Sid is struggling internally. He's like, oh, what do I do? Do I do this? Do I do that? But to Maisie and Nacho, it was literally like, oh yeah, painting looks dumb. Haha, and then they just leave. Which I guess shows how insensitive they are, and I think that's one of Maisie's big character flaws. She can be insensitive and selfish without realizing, but they all have flaws. Some would argue Jada doesn't, but you know, no, they all have flaws, and that is one of Maisie's. It's just so powerful when you educate them. It is, and I do encourage people to play the demo and try out all the other options, because I put a lot of effort into all the options, so I do want people to experience them all. We have to join Smash instead. I only just saw that. Yeah, that's what Sid does. What would Sid do in Smash Bros? Don't give me ideas, I want that now. What would he do? He would, see, he wouldn't. It'd be Maisie or Jada, because Maisie can fight, but Jada has, like, video game references. Steph could do, like, magic attacks, though. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just rambling. I've never gone down this path. New stuff for me. I feel like some of them voted too so that others could experience the epic battle for themselves. See? The grass is greener on the other side. Neo's right. Jada's only flaw is like her insecurity. Tell her you love her and she'll just tell you you're lying. Yes. Jada is definition of insecure, unfortunately for her. Maisie with Super Smash. He'd force his opponents to make life decisions. Sid doesn't make other people make life decisions, though. He's just the one making them all the time. But if maybe it'd be like Phoenix Wright and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. She'll throw books at people. Steph and Mage confirmed. They could be like ice climbers, but there's 3 of them. Maisie, Jada, and Steph, and they just alternate. Like, you press A and one of them does a swing. And you press B and, like, one throws a book, you know? And the final smash is like a team ultimate attack between all 3 of them. Anyway, the couple walks on ahead. The least I can do is vote, though. Despite what they said, I do like your artwork, Jada. I write down the girl and the beast and submit my vote before catching up with the others. Who knows, people aren't dumb. Maybe we'll see what's good in Jada's piece anyway. At least then she'll win thanks solely to her own skills. Even if she drops out, she'll be okay. We'll be there for her. The 3 of us wander about, but the third wheel situation is only getting worse. Oh, that's a error. I can fix that though. Very quickly. Oops. That's an embarrassing error. The screen's gonna reload real quick. Sorry, fellas. There we go. There we go. Bug fixing in real time. I don't know how that's been not known. Do you know what that means? I think people don't let this event go that often, because this would have been reported to me. Sid would call the girls in for his specials. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know about Nacho. Yeah, I'm debugging real quick. It was 2 seconds. We're fine. I don't remember what, but does this decision affect your relation with Stuart? Basically, Stuart, at the end of his whole thing, says, no, he just says, I accept your decision no matter what. Like, he doesn't actually judge you either way. There is one outcome where he will judge you, but this is not it. Because he asks you to keep it a secret. And if you choose to not keep this whole arc a secret from everyone else, then you can sour your relationship with Stuart. Off topic, how'd you feel if there was some LoveSick Darling hentai? Wow. That is a question. I was asked forever ago, during the Kickstarter, I got inboxed several times saying, will there be adult scenes in LoveSick Darlings. The short answer is there's none in the game, for those who don't know. But if there was some LoveSick Darlings hentai, I'll be honest, I'll be flattered. Like, I really will be. I'll be like, wow, someone drew this? I mean, I say that to all the fan art, and I think that's just how I treat it, to be honest. I don't think I'd like it more or less. Like, in the sense that I wouldn't really like it more, because that's, I don't know. It's kind of different if it's my own character, like, you know. But I wouldn't like it any less than other fan art, that's for sure. No, I think it has its place. And if people want to express themselves, or commission artists to do that for them, go ahead. Like, it really will make me happy in the sense that I'll be like, wow, people love my characters enough to, like, make porn of them? Wow. But, you know, I'm sure if I got enough of it, I'd be like, oh, okay, I'm good now. Like, it'll just be fan art. Like, yeah, like, the first couple of times will be special, though. It'll go one of two ways. Nacho hate porn. Nacho hate porn. Nacho hentai, now you're talking. Just wait for it to be only nacho stuff. Wow, you guys all had the same idea. I like nachos on a plate too. A whole plate of lewd, cheesy tortilla goodness. That's going to be the first hentai now. You guys all know it. I deposit my vote, but I don't see Maisie or Nacho bother to. A voice comes over the speakers. Can everyone gather at the front stage for the announcement of the winner? Oh, that's us. We make our way to the main stage. Our crowd has gathered. So, I wonder who'll win. Who knows? Hopefully someone we know. Curtains draw back, and the art students are once again revealed. Oh, how little Maisie knows. How little Maisie knows that they were just making fun of a friend. Anyway, Maisie and I super obviously wave at Jada in the game. So, same reactions as last time. Although I swear Stuart made eye contact with me for a second there. I wonder what he'd think of what I chose to do. The familiar teacher turned part-time MC makes their way to the stage. Drum rolls. Thank you everyone for gathering tonight. It's my great honor to present tonight's winner across all the categories. Come on, get on with it. Maisie nudges Nacho into submission. I look at Jada again. She was smiling just a moment ago, but she's entirely despondent now. Oh, Jada. I hope you do well, Jada. I didn't interfere at all, so if you win, it'll be all because you're a great artist. Which I know you are. First of all, it's time to announce the runners-up for the winner of the grand prize. The teacher goes on about a few things, and the runners-up get announced. Various faces from the crowd stand up to accept their prizes. Ugh, no one we know got a runner-up prize? Oh well, maybe they'll get first place. Stuart is all but guaranteed to, but... Oh, Team Red Dress. Best background... Oh yes, the background girl, of course. Our beloved, Actually, you won't see her, because the CG may or may not be activating. My friend watches Anna sleep. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. Alright. Oops. There we go, now we're good. I forgot. Sad face. I know. You guys want to get Red Dress Girl? Our favorite background character. So for those who don't know, a certain CG has a girl in a red dress that a lot of people kind of got attached to. Not a lot, but a couple of people. Maybe it's about to become a lot of people now that I've announced it here, but you know, whatever. And anyway, it's all gone wrong for Xander. Yeah, maybe. Now to announce the winner of the art grant and this year's trophy. The crowd hushes. The winner is... Summer Mountain View by none other than Stuart Dow. The crowd erupts in applause. Stuart, completely unfazed, stands up and goes to accept his award. We clap and cheer him on too. Red dress for DLC. You guys have a red dress right here. What are you talking about? It's a corset kind of thing. I don't know. it's a dress. It's a two-piece thing. Anyway, truly a talent like no other, Stuart worked on his piece for 3 months straight. What? Don't tell me that humongous painting was by our Stu? Yeah, it seems so. Damn, you guys have some talented friends. Go Stu! Woohoo! As troublesome as that talent is for those around him, he truly is gifted. Cheer him on or clap silently with the rest. What do we say, guys? How do we show our love for our boy, Stu? How are we feeling? What do we reckon? 1. We all love Stu. I'm gonna take another bite. And when I'm done, music changed tempo. Did it? You sure? If it did, it's not meant to. Looks like we're going with 1. Go Stuart, hell yeah! We all join Maisie in her cheers. Stuart smiles as he stands with the host for photos and accepts his trophy. Time passes and Stuart goes and sits down with the others, prize in hand. We're already 1 hour in, damn. Okay, I gotta speed this up just a little bit. Wait, there's more? Shit, I completely forgot. Of course there are other grand prizes for other types of art. Why would it just be paintings? The awards continue as more people go and accept their awards. Maisie and Nacho giggle and whisper to themselves through the whole ceremony. What are they going on about? Do they really care so little about Saul? And the winner of the pottery grand prize is Intricately Designed Vase, Ode to Womanhood by Grace Dow. Geez, that's a name for a vase. Of course, that was the most important decision in the game, yes. I don't know, gets you a couple of points with Stu, that's all I'll say. The crowd cheers and claps again. Woo, go Grace. Maisie's jumping up and down, drawing quite a bit of attention within the crowd of snobs. Grace stands up and accepts the award. She looks away and sighs as she accepts the award. Is she blushing? I don't know Grace could be so tsundere about these things. I'm glad I didn't say that out loud. Well, I did, past me who made me say that out loud. Grace walks back to the stage. At this stage, nearly half the art class is holding ribbons, prizes, and the like. But not Jada. Grace and Stuart sit beside her with their trophies and ribbons. She looks very small next to them, despite being tall. Canonically, but anyway. Now, that wraps up this night's usual awards, but as you all know, we have one last prize. Time for our Student's Choice Award. But first, I should thank the students who came out tonight to support their peers. The room applauds, but in a subdued way. You're welcome. I don't think there were too many students other than us who came out tonight. Now, the Student's Choice Award can't be won again by a grand prize winner. Thank God. So, with that in mind, we counted the votes. And there was a clear winner. Jada is looking away. She's not even hopeful at all. She's completely given up. Please let it be Jada. The winner of tonight's final grand prize, the Student's Choice Award, is... Drumroll. I don't want to, like, bang the microphone, so I'm just gonna... Build a pipe? Who's it gonna be? After we didn't do anything. It's so suspenseful. But the winner is... I just realized it's unusually quiet around me. And Maisie and Nacho have been chatting all night, and I look around. They're nowhere to be found. Where'd they go? Did they really think Jada was not going to win and left? The winner is... This is the moment of truth. The Central Ode to a Classic Piece of Japanese Art, Tentacles and Me by Susie Lang. No! This can't be happening. Despite my disbelief, the crowd erupts into applause. Jada is sitting completely still. A gift from behind Jada comes up the stage. Sorry, a girl from behind Jada comes up the stage, smiling and laughing. Congratulations, Susie. Your piece was voted as the best according to your peers. Everything goes fuzzy. The clapping is mute to my ears. I guess it wasn't meant to be. What's done is done. Maisie just couldn't wait for Macy nachos. Yikes. That's all I'm gonna say, yeah. Susie Lang is a hero. Yeah, Susie's a generic art character in their class. She only is mentioned like 2 or 3 times. I just needed someone else to win a prize. I think I just doubled up on the name Susie, I just realized. I'm gonna change that later. Another background character is called Susie. What am I doing? I'm doubling up on names in my own game. Wow. I'm gonna fix that later. Anyway, what's done is done. Yeah. So I just had to fix something in the background. Jada lost fair and square. No meddling, no manipulation, no anything. And this is what happens. I mean, who knows if I could have changed anything, right? I'm just one person. As the host keeps speaking, I look up at the stage. Grace and Stuart are talking to her. I can't tell what they're saying. Just remember, you all chose this. She's hurt because of you. Xander's suffering, and he's gonna make sure you all suffer too. Yeah. Jada's expression is blank. She's completely despondent. All I can see is despair. Where did Maisie and Nacho go anyway? I can't believe they ran off. That can't be good for Jada. Damn it. And congratulations to all of our talented artists who put so much work in the art just for tonight. The room goes for one last applause as the artists on stage bow out. Thanks for coming here tonight. Thanks for coming out here tonight. The curtains are drawn and the crowd starts to disperse. I find myself outside the school hall, alone. It's gotten dark out now. The crowd starts heading towards their cars. Where the hell did those two go anyway? I know I was a third wheel and ditching me is one thing. But ditching Jada, and on such a bad night? Maybe I should go look around for them. Hey! I look up and see Grace is running out of the school towards me. Grace! What are you doing here? This might be a new event for a lot of people. This only really occurs if things go this way. I've been destroyed with facts and logic. Some says, yeah, but tentacles and me, dude. Yeah, if I get more money, I'll commission Susie's art. It's meant to be a meme, basically. But an unfortunate tragic irony is that a joke artwork beat Jada. That is an unfortunate part of her dealing with this in this scenario. I've been destroyed with facts and logic. So when is the tentacles and me art going to be shown? Asking for a friend. How much? Like I said, I'll get it commissioned. Maybe down the track. We'll see. Yeah. Bonus stretch goals, tentacle art. Good lord. You guys commission that with your own money. That's none of my business. We already had the hentai questions earlier. We're good. You guys, you do you, fellas and fellates. Have you seen Jada? Huh? I haven't? Why? Has something happened? No, but we can't find her anywhere. No. She wasn't herself at all today. I've been worried about her, but Please. I have no one else to turn to. Her dad is off looking for her at the Oval. Oh, he was here tonight? Actually, that makes sense. What parent wouldn't come support their kid? I guess Jada must feel like he came out here for nothing. As much as it hurts me to admit, I think you're the one she'd really like to see right now, though. Fifi, you know what you must draw. No, he won't. Don't ask him of that. He does nice official art for me. If you guys want lewd artwork of that variety, you find someone else. Don't bother my artists. So you're encouraging the tentacle WoW, just as long as it's in our wallets and not yours. I mean, yeah, it's a free world, guys. I'm not gonna stop you. I like fan art, as long as it isn't, like, offensive. And I don't consider tentacles offensive. Not really, at least. So this is a fun conversation with Grace. Grace doesn't really talk to Sid much, but this is a scenario where she does. Because she really cares for Jada. She does. Anyway, I'm going to search inside. Can you look around too? Grace turns to go. Well, wait, where should I start? Grace runs back into the building. Anywhere. The door slams shut behind her. I've never seen Grace show concern for anyone. Ever. This must be serious. Damn it. I could have done something. Why didn't I do anything? I had every opportunity. But I just sat here passively. I was letting Jada be so miserable the best thing I could do for her. Damn it! I rush around into the car park and surrounding area, searching. Time passes as I search the grounds for her. I find myself around the back of the school, near the bike racks. Everyone's probably gone home by now. Wait. A single familiar bike is still in the bike racks. It's Jaded. She must still be here somewhere. Then I hear it. Sniff. Sniff. Vane RJ says, who is best girl? That's a good question. It's very arguable, and depending on who in the chat replies, you will get a different answer. Piano's beautiful here, says Fliplets. I'm glad you like the piano. Now that I think about it, this is where we met the other day. Funny that I should find her here. From around the corner of the bike racks, I see a pair of legs poking out. I'd recognize those paint-stained jeans anywhere. I approach, making my presence known. As I turn the corner, I see Jada, huddled up against the wall. Some would say this is best girl, Vane RJ. Well, all the answers that aren't Jada are wrong. Wow. We've got Jada fans in the chat tonight, it sounds like. Or this morning. For me, it's this morning. It's very early. The sun has just risen here. I woke up at a nice and early time to get this stream going, so that as many territories as possible were able to watch. Unfortunately, if you live in the Middle East or Asia, you're asleep right now. But, everyone else gets to, I don't know. It's mostly Americans and Europeans I wanted to watch. Even Australians don't play my game much. Guys, FIFAtron has commissions. $90 for half body, but for tentacles we need to do $120 for full body. No. Xander, just stop giving people ideas. A man of culture. All the cheering. UK's 11 PM. Too much like real life for them. Yeah, maybe. You might be right, Zolf. You might be right. Now, my analytics tell me that Americans love LoveSick Darlings. And Russians. Russians love it too. If there are any Russians in the chat tonight, give me a privyet. I know like 3 Russian words. It's one of them though. Yeah, good to see the waifu wars are still going down there. Love it. Love to see it. Now, back to serious stuff. Does the Nacho hate extend to commissioning art of him being violated by... I will ask for one thing for this kind of art. I'd love for all LoveSick Darlings art to be as consensual as possible. Even if it's Nacho. Yeah, no. I wouldn't like that kind of art. I didn't think about it, because I guess I'm not that kind of person. That yes, if there is explicit art of LoveSick Darlings characters, very much please explicitly consensual, or like, at least not obviously horrible, like, that's my request. You guys do you, though. I guess it's just my request as a creator and keeping faithful to the characters. American can confirm. Americans I've had try the game have liked it. Do non-consent. Yeah, consent. Yeah, well, you can tentacles can be consensual. It has been done. I'll kill you if you have. Xander's. This is what I'm saying, guys. Don't mess with Xander or Jada, like we are now. Okay, big gulp of water. Let's keep going. Stay hydrated. We're nearly done with the art exhibition, and we're gonna get into the new stuff very shortly. We're really stepping all over the scene. Yeah, no. We're getting serious now. It's serious time now. Hey. Oh. Hey. Did they send you out to find me, I guess? How should I answer? I was worried about you. Grace and your dad were worried about you. Who was worried about Jada, guys? Were we, or was her friends and family? It seems, yeah, it looks like everyone's leaning towards one. Jada Army. You gotta be heartless here to pick two. It's true. But I have to give you the option, right? To be heartless. I was worried about you. That's why I came to find you. Oh. I mean, you disappeared after the ceremony. Two is ridiculous. Well, I'm just giving you guys the option to be ridiculous. God, I'm sorry. Oh. Yeah, I did. Sorry. I walk over to her and sit down beside her. What's up? Jade looks away from me, up to the sky. As do I. A cool breeze swoops by. A cloud obscures the moon. I'm dropping out of the art course. My heart sinks. I knew it was coming, but I wasn't prepared for this harsh reality. No, Jada, you can't. I have to. It's also pointless and forced. It isn't. You were there. You saw how much better everyone is. No. Stuart's piece is spectacular. You can hang it on the wall at the National Gallery and it wouldn't look out of place. But it's not about comparing. How can I not? We're all the same age, we go to the same school, we're in the same class. Yet, I've fallen so far behind. Jada. I guess I was never equal to begin with. This dream I've been following, it was just that, a dream. You shouldn't compare yourself or stay silent. Give me those ones and twos, let's go. Or are we all too busy being sad to vote? Maybe. Ooh, yeah. Silence is not acceptable in this part of town, it looks like. You shouldn't compare yourself to everyone. You're you, and how can I not, though? This isn't just about Grace and Stuart. I know the girl who won. Her entry was entered as a joke. I mean, it's just her knockoff of that one painting, The Fisherman's Wife. She won because the other students thought it was funny. But that was the point. People got her message. Her art, even though it's literal tentacle porn, made people laugh. Even her dumb joke entry was recognized before mine. Damn it. What did they just think would happen when they opened votes to students? Of course, joke paintings would end up being recognized. Of all the paintings to win in place of Jada's hard work, why did it have to be a meme? Ugh. She's walled everyone off completely. She won't let our words reach her. I'll have to just go do my own thing. Like? I'll transfer to another class. I can't stand it in that classroom anymore. No, you love art class. I've heard you talk about why it's your favourite. I love Stuart and Grace. I really do. but I can't do it anymore. It hurts when I see their art next to mine. I'm just out. I'm not just out of their league. They and everyone else in the class is on another level. Someone like me could never. Jada's voice cracks more and more with each word. I'll never be good enough. Not for art, not for Maisie, not for... She gazes at me for a moment and turns away. Anyone. Her whole body is shaking. I need to say something. Your painting was the girl and the beast, right? Huh? I mean, yeah, it was. I don't know what difference it makes, but I feel like you should know. I voted for it. You're very sweet, Sid. And kind. And wonderful. I feel myself go red. No, But you don't have to say that. Huh? I appreciate the gesture, but you don't have to pretend you voted for me. But I did. I really did. Please, No, Jada, you have to believe... Please, stop. I can't take this. I know you're just trying to make me feel better. But no matter what you say, I've made up my mind. Jada's lips quiver. Her voice is faltering. I'm dropping out. No. I'm worthless. No. No one cares about me. No. Desperate, I grabbed Jada by the shoulders. That's not true. I saw her leave. She didn't even stay until the very end. The person I've known longest in my life. Maisie. She knew I would never win. But that's not true. It's hard to deny that Maisie literally walked out on her tonight. We haven't talked properly in months since our fight. We act normal, but... What is she talking about? They had a fight? When? Just how in the loop am I? It's not important now. I just need to be here for Jada now. I miss her. I thought tonight I could turn things around. My art, me and Maisie, everything. But I was wrong. So wrong. The negativity is overwhelming. I can't help but feel like this is all my fault. Suddenly, I pulled Jada forward in a tight embrace. I'm sorry. Unable to hold it anymore, Jada sobs and cries into my chest, staining my shirt with her tears. Mumbling from my jacket, I heard words I'd never forget. Most of all, I didn't deserve someone like you. My words have no effect. I pat her on the back as she sobs. Eventually, she wraps her arms around me too. I want to tell her everything will be alright. I want to spill my guts to her and tell her that I could have helped her. I want to tell her that I'm the failure who doesn't deserve her. This isn't about me. This will have all been for nothing if Jay doesn't accept what's happened and move on. The same goes for me. I chose my path and I must follow it now. I believed in her abilities till the very end, but no one else did, I guess. I tell myself that she would never have been happy with an award she didn't earn. But how do I know that? Maybe if I had done something differently, I could have let her live in blissful ignorance. She could have happily kept pursuing art. But it's all over now. This is all I can do for her now. It's the least I can do, in fact. We sit together a while under the stars. Jada cries and weeps, and she lets it all out. This has all been weighing on her for a while. I've got to give her the time to get it all out. Time passes, and we sit in silence for a while. As much as it hurt to leave, it was getting late. It was time to go. We hug each other goodbye and go our separate ways. And that's that. What a bummer of a scene. It's been a while since I really read it through. It's pretty negative, but hopefully it's impactful. I hope so. Sid says, off you go, unworthy one. You're welcome, says Bro Brunelli. The instigator. I love this game so much. Oh my god, says Son says, oh, wow. Thank you. I like to keep stroking my ego, please. Magic, the feels, so good. You guys are so nice. Thank you. Really. Yeah, so that's the art exhibition. That's one of many scenarios for the art exhibition. Yeah, this can be fine little background music. Yeah, so that's the art exhibition. It can go one of many ways. So for people who are watching this later or watching this now, who don't have the full context of the game, that's just one of the big in-game social events where big choices are made and your decisions in the week leading up to it affect the event itself. They're the big central turning points of the the story, where things change dramatically at each and every one. The big ones are, of course, the art exhibition, the protest rally, and Maisie's pool party. Those are the big three over the course of the 4 weeks of gameplay. There's little events that are similar in terms of... But they're small. They're small. There's smaller events with also big decisions, but those are the big three. And if you can't tell, they are kind of all based on each one of the female leads. So Jada is the her big arc happens in the art exhibition. Steph's kind of happens in the protest. And of course, Maisie's kind of happens throughout the story, but things kind of explode in one way or another at her pool party. Do you start as week 1 of the full game, or do you start where the demo starts? Oh, yeah, no, I should be clear that the first week of the game is week 6. That's just how the game phrases itself. It's doing like weeks of school. I don't know how it works in American school systems, but we call our weeks by number in Australia. So the game takes place over the course of week 6, 7, 8, and 9, the 4 weeks of major gameplay. Week 10 is when the formal and a bunch of automated events happen. Like, it's technically there, but it's automated. It's the ending. Your decisions over the course of weeks 6, 7, 8, and 9 create your week 10, basically. Series LoveSick Darlings 2 coming 2023. Look, I'm gonna finish the first one and we'll talk later. I can't even think about other games right now. Those who are attentive on the Steam tags, though, will notice that on the Steam listing, I called this game... I under the label of series name, I called it the Darlings series. There may be other kinds of darlings, is what I'm saying. I'm gonna finish LoveSick first, though. Anyway, so, we won't continue with this. We will actually get moving on to brand new stuff. Isn't that exciting? I'm actually not going to sit on there for now. So, thanks for joining for that little first part of the stream. We're going to move on to the second part now. We're already half an hour over, but screw it. Who cares? We're just going to keep going. It's fine. Tentaku Darlings. No. No. Anyway. So the second part of the stream is... it's new content, basically. So people who play the alpha will know it. It's a section from the protest march. It's not the complete protest march, because the protest march is a fair bit longer than the art exhibition. The art exhibition's kind of straightforward and very easy. Not easy, but like simple, for lack of better word. While I've got all your attention too, I'm going to drop the link to the straw poll again, in case people haven't voted on it, for what I'm going to do later. So, let's get into the new content. People have played it in the alpha, people will play it in the beta fully. This is just going to be kind of like a sneak preview, basically, of what happens at the protest march in Sydney. Oh, no, this is not the right load. This is not the right load. Yeah, no, this is the one I was meant to use. So, a bar? What the hell's going on here, Dimitri? That's a good question. So basically, the protest march. I'm going to give you a quick background without spoiling anything. A lot has happened at the protest march so far. I'd say this is roughly halfway through. Roughly halfway through, this happens. Should we be blaming Maisie? Because we're in a bar. Indeed. Should we be blaming Maisie? No. So, there are a series of choices before we arrive at this bar, and there is a version of this story where Sid does not go to this bar. But for the sake of intrigue, I have loaded us up to the point where the decisions have led us to a bar. So, the march has ended, and it's now early evening, and the gang are getting... For those who were paying attention in the demo or remember, the gang agreed to go out to a restaurant. No, not a restaurant, an arcade pizza bar place. Because they wanted to, like, go out and be, like, cool teenagers, you know? Like, they live in the small town, but they're going to the big city to do something cool. Of course, things don't go as planned, and somehow we're in a bar. So sorry in advance if little bits and pieces of what we're about to do don't exactly make sense. But, like, I'll try explain as much as I can if people have questions. Like, if anything confuses you over the next hour of gameplay, because there will be a little bit of assumed knowledge, like, I couldn't really quite edit that out without just drastically changing everything, feel free to just ask. Like, seriously, just ask me. Otherwise, we're gonna get right into it, I think. We're in a bar, yes. Is it possible to delete your save files? To delete my save files? I don't know. I've never had to think about that. I don't think so. How do I delete a game file? I wonder. I don't know. You might have to ask a Rempy person. There you go. Zolf knows what's up. Yeah, I don't know how to delete my own save. Yeah. I've never had to delete my own save files. I haven't thought about that. Maybe I'll add the functionality. This is a good suggestion. Hover over and press delete. Oh yes, you can do that. I'm not. Yep. Cool. I'm not gonna delete my own save files. I need them. Anyway, let's go. Enough dilly-dallying. The door opens, and a wave of noise and alcohol hit me. Wow, pubs really are just like in the movies. People are hustling and bustling about, with drinks and glasses stacked high on each table. There's hardly any sight of a hand without a beer in it. I must look so out of place here. And then a fellow underage person appears before me. Nook, you were on the money. Right on the money. Who else would take us to a bar but Maisie Anderson herself? The queen of doing things she just shouldn't, you know? But she's always a treat to hang out with, you know? Just getting things retweeted real quick to get more word out there in case anyone's missing the stream. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Alright. A fellow underage person. Hey, I knew you'd follow us in. Oh, really? Yeah, come on, Sid. You're my bestie. I know you pretty well. What makes her say that? Anyways, follow me. Tammy and Pearl managed to get a booth for us and their friends. Pearl is Tammy's girlfriend. Partner is perhaps the better word, actually. They're a bit more than girlfriend. And for those who... Many of you may not know who Tammy is. Tammy is Steph's big sister and a big instrumental figure of this section of the game. Anyways, Maisie grabs my hand and she skips ahead, leading me behind her. We make our way through the bar, just two children among crowds of adults. But no one seems to notice, or if they do, they don't care. Soon, we reach a packed booth. About 10 different faces look back at us. I only recognize a few. So for those who don't know, in Australia, the age for getting into a bar is 18. It might be different in your country. So these guys are definitely not legally inside this bar. On each end, Tammy, Steph, Grace, and Pearl occupy seats. Pearl does not have an artwork, but this is Tammy. Hello to Tammy, Steph's big sister. Look. See the similarities? They look a little similar. But you can tell they're sisters, but not like crazy similar. There's a tiny scrap of space behind Steph. Besides Steph. Tammy route. Nacho seems more likely. Neither of them, guys. I'm sorry. Tammy does not swing that way, and neither does Nacho. There are the rest of you. Good to see you join us, Sid. Oh, thanks. Tammy turns to the rest of her adult friends. These are some of my little sister's friends. The ones I talked about on stage. Before she can finish, the booth of colourful, unfamiliar adults erupt in cheers. Hey! Various words of encouragement come booming from the crowd of faces. They all talk at once and I can barely take it in. But Maisie somehow manages to. Oh, it was nothing. Hey, there you go. Good on ya. If any of you have been around a crowd of drunk Australian adults, it's just a mess of, you know, that's all you can hear. They continue shouting words of encouragement. Will Pearl have art eventually or nah? Pearl shows up for one scene, unfortunately. It's this bar scene and a little bit of the march. She does not get art. I'm sorry. It was, yeah, no. One day she might get a design though. I'd love to see people's fan art, and she gets a lengthy description, but yes, she does not get art, sadly. Maisie pulls me forward. In you go. Before I can even say anything, Maisie shoves me into the seat beside Steph. Oof. I slightly collide with Steph as Maisie shoves me into place. So, we've done a lot of Maisie and Jada content, but hey, it's Steph, guys. She's been missing so far today. Oh, isn't it nice to see Steph? Peaceful, elegant, kind Steph. The cool and collected one. One scene, yeah, doesn't need art. That's what I figured, yeah. My side presses into her arm and a bit of her hair gets caught on my face. My head is nearly on her shoulder. Sorry. No, it's okay. I turn to Maisie with a look as I go to sit up and not be pressed against Steph, but she just smiles back deviously. I go to sit up, but Maisie swings into me with her hips as she makes room on the packed booth for herself to sit down. Ugh. What's this power in her hips? It reminds me of a certain princess's side special from that one game. Yeah. So it just drops references like that sometimes. Ugh. Thanks to Maisie, my whole body stays pressed against Steph. Now, perhaps worst of all, Maisie's body is pressed against me from the other side. There really is no room in this booth for us all. How am I meant to stay comfortable like this? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Subtle, so skeletal. Yeah, you know me, subtle. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. There we go, nice and cozy. Maisie, you bastard, this is another of your terrible plans. Now, illegally in this bar, I find myself stuck between my best friend and my crush, with no escape. This is not how I expected things to go. Grace does a wolf whistle at us from across the table, grinning at me afterwards. There's a brief snicker. I feel myself turn bright red. Curse you, Maisie. Thankfully, it seemed no one else is making too much of a comment. I get introduced to the 10 plus people at the booth and immediately forget most of their names. As they will mine. Oh, Sid, as in Sydney? You're named after the city? Yes, it's true. I get that a lot. The origins revealed by a random drunk passerby. That's how we do it in this game. Sid is named after the city, Sydney. Vane RJ says, I love the dialogue in this game. Oh, thank you. I try my best. Dialogue without, patting myself on the back too much is, I like to think what I'm good at. So that's why this game is Dialogue City, and I just, I stick random JPEGs on the screen and hope the dialogue carries it. Sid says yes, it's true, I get it a lot. Torn between a rock and a hard place. It's more like stuck between two soft places. Flablets. Wow, that's cool. Thanks, Dad. Ugh, that's all people ask about when they hear my name. It's got humor, but at heart, it sounds like people. You guys are so nice to me. Oh. Idle chatter fills the air until drinks arrive. A man with a huge platter brings at least a dozen drinks. This one's on me. The booth cheers. Eventually the drinks are served. I see Maisie reach for one. Hey, she had one rule, remember? Aww. Thank God. One drunk hungover Maisie was one enough for this week. That sentence doesn't make sense. I'm gonna fix that later. Was one enough. Oh boy. That tweet. There we go. Sorry, just alt-tabbed real quick there, don't mind me. Psychologically, a rock and a hard place, physically between two soft cushions. Technically four. They're not sitting like that, Zolf. It doesn't... How do you think they're sitting? How do you get stuck between four? They just turned to face him. I think I missed that line. Whoops. A second round of drinks arrive, featuring lemonade and coke. Us kids take them, along with a handful for the adults. Just because he's only in contact with two doesn't mean there aren't four total. Yeah, but, like, he's not quite stuck. Whatever. In fiction, anything's possible. You're not wrong, Flairless. You're not wrong, you're right. Anything's possible. A dragon bursts through the ceiling, and just eats Grace, and kidnaps Steph, and then Sid has to put on a set of armor and pick up a greatsword and has to go slay a dragon to save Steph. This is how the game goes. I hope you guys weren't expecting something down to earth and chilled out in Australian suburbia, because no, this is an RPG now. I'm joking. None of that happens. I'd love to see how Sid rescues Steph from a dragon though. And then Maisie's the pro tag and saves everyone. Yeah, she would though. Yeah, Sid gets captured, and then Maisie has to save him. That would be great. And then she saves him and says, Steph Daisuke. I love Steph. It's I love Rem all over again. That's the sort of gear you need to wield with random wildlife like drop bears. Yeah, it's true. If you gotta watch out for drop bears. What are you gonna do? I have to wear my helmet out. Otherwise, you know, they rip your throat out, those things. I'm getting distracted. This is meant to be an exciting preview and debut of new content for LoveSick Darlings, and I'm talking about dragons and drop bears. Ugh, what am I doing? Now that we have drinks, I'd like to pour a toast. Or two, really. Pearl grabs a spoon and clinks her schooner of beer. The whole bar goes silent. Oh, the whole pub? I guess we can all join in. It's only going to embarrass my sister even more. Oh no. The whole bar chuckles. Knock him dead one last time, babe. Pearl pats Tammy on the back one more time. Tammy takes a deep breath and stands on her seat. Thanks, everyone. I guess now that I accidentally got everyone's attention, I just want to clarify, this isn't about me. I know I hog the spotlight, but I'm not a hopeless diva. The crowd chuckles. But no, really, I just want to say thank you and congratulations to everyone here who joined us for today's march. Today we made history, and our message was heard. Yeah, woo! We made national news. The whole nation saw our message of accepting diversity as our nation's greatest strength. Yeah! And it was made possible thanks to all of you. So, thank you. Thank you for helping Pearl and I make our dream wedding a reality. The crowd erupts. Yeah! Tammy grabs the schooner. To marriage equality! I grab my Coke. Everyone else grabs their drinks too. To marriage equality! Everyone clinks their glasses to the center. Drinks are spilled, revelry is had, the whole pub is so noisy I can barely hear myself think. Yet somehow, cutting through the noise. And just to embarrass her one last time, thank you to my kid sister. I'm not a kid anymore. Who so bravely came on stage with me to promote our message. To show the world that future generations care about the problems of today and tomorrow. Thanks for being the best sister ever. Thank you, Tammy. Steph stands up and hugs Tammy. The crowd erupts one last time. Steph voluntarily hugs Tammy. I guess there are times when she wants to hug someone too. Revelry fades a little bit as everyone chats excitedly. Maisie and I catch up. I even get to talk to Steph for a bit. Tammy is also a joy to talk to. Even Grace is in good spirits. It's a great time. Conversations eventually split among people and I find myself with no one to talk to. Who should I try talking to, guys? We've got a bit of choice in front of us. You all better get voting. Drop Bears and Dragons, the dev's next game title. If this game should have taught anyone anything, it's that I actually want to make Australian fiction that isn't just crikey, crocodiles, koalas, fuck yeah. No, Australia's like a real place, unfortunately. And I want to like create fiction and characters that reflect it and celebrate Australia without, being stupid. Without being, So, Dimitri, are you single? Who's asking, Vane RJ? Who's asking? Are you like asking me to like gauge how good at romance I am if I'm writing a romance game? Four, 2, 4. Wow, people want to talk to Tammy and Pearl. That's a pleasant surprise. Any other people want to drop votes in the chat before we finalize it? A couple more seconds in case the stream's lagging. Keep dropping those votes. Australia's real? I thought you made it up. Yeah, Australia's like this made-up setting just for LoveSick Darlings. It doesn't exist in any other sense or for any other reason. Excuse me. Right, to answer your question, Vane RJ, gentlemen do not kiss and tell. I know what I'm doing, don't worry. I know how to write romance, apparently. I never did. This is my first romance project I've ever written, and then I just made a whole game about it. It's whack. Alright, looks like the votes are in. And it looks like we're talking to Tammy and Pearl. I didn't expect that, but it's also cool. I like Tammy and Pearl. They're a cute couple. Let's talk to Tammy and Pearl and see what's up. I'm kind of curious about these two. I wonder what their deal is. So, how did you guys meet? God, this is the most typical question to ask a couple. But I don't know what else to say. Oh, it's a fun story. Oh, please, don't embarrass us again with your version of the story. Will we see more of Stuart? Yeah, absolutely, you'll see more of Stuart. Stuart had a bit of a background role, but his role has expanded a lot. He has like a whole storyline now. It's not quite as in-depth as the heroines, because they're like the feature of the game, without objectifying my characters too much, but they are kind of the headline, the focus, I suppose. Their elements, their clashing elements kind of comprise the game's conflict and narrative. But Stuart has his own shit going on too, and some of it plays into the others too. No, Stuart, there's lots of Stuart. Will we see more Stuart today? Yeah, you'll see a bit more Stuart today. But in the full game, you'll see a lot more Stuart. Like, if you make the right decisions, Stuart can... I don't know. You can probably get a stronger emotional connection to Stuart depending on who you prefer by the end of the game, but that's neither here nor there. Sorry, I just need a drink of water. Her version. Pearl was one of my favorite tutors at university. Huh. Pearl sinks into her seat. It always sounds so bad out of context. Tammy giggles and explains the rest of their story. Turns out that Pearl is a bit older than Tammy, like I thought when I saw them together. She's nearly 10 years older and actually taught her at uni for a few classes. They got along great for a long time, even before becoming a couple. Apparently Tammy has been in love since she saw her. But Pearl is making sure to insist that they didn't enter a relationship till after Tammy finished her degree. I guess it would be pretty dicey if they dated before then. They've been living together for a year now, and are even fiancés. Apparently they proposed to each other at the same time back in Perth. They're a cute couple. I'm happy they found each other. They are living proof that same-sex marriage should be legal already. But I guess that's why we're here. We talk back and forth about various things, our backgrounds for a little while. Eventually, they're called over by some other friends to talk about something else. Who else should I try talking to? We need to be able to date him. Maybe? Maybe? No, not maybe, it's a no. I shouldn't raise hopes. I'd love for Stuart to be dateable, but it just wasn't part of my original plans. And this game is already kind of ambitious, in all honesty. So I don't think I can add anything about Stuart at this stage, but look, if there's an update in the future, Romance Stuart is the first thing I'd add. Like, in the game as is, Stuart Romance does not exist, but if I do content updates down the line, it is the first thing I would add. It is. So, who are we hanging out with? Steph, Maisie, or Grace? We got 3s, we got 1s. Steph is 1, Maisie is 2, and Grace is 3. We got a bit of love going around each side, it looks like. Everyone wanted to see Tammy and Pearl, and now everyone's like, eh. Alright, a couple more seconds, and then I'm gonna lock it in. Looking like a draw so far. Let's start breaking these drawers. Yeah, this is also... Yeah, you get to talk to 2 people at the bar in this event, so yeah, there won't be any more talking after this one. Who is my main girl? That's a tough one. It's there's no best girl. I'm the writer. I can't have one. I love them all. They all bring something unique to the table. They're all unique characters with their own conflicts and desires and issues. And that's what makes them so great. They're all best girl. Maisie, Jada, and Steph. Love them all. And, you know, I hope you all love them all too. But it's okay for you guys to have favorites here. You guys can have favorites. Please, go ahead. But I'm no favorites for me. It's tied between 1 and 3, guys. 1 and 3. 1 and 3. Alright. Doesn't look like any more votes are coming in. I am gonna... Switch to 3, says Zolf. Alright, I was about to toss a coin. Like, literally, I was, like, reaching over to my wallet. Grace! See, here I am talking about our main heroines, and we're, like, ignoring them to talk to, like, Tammy and Grace, the side characters. It's fun. It's fine. Grace needs more love anyways. Yeah, exactly. I may as well see what Grace is up to. Hey, Grace. Grace looks at me. What do you want? Gotta love Grace. Gotta love Grace. Ugh. Why is everything so hostile with her? Nothing. I was just saying hi. Grace takes a sip of her drink. Is that so? She sets the big glass down with a clang. There's a strong smell of alcohol in the air. That is just a soft drink, right? Yeah, sure it is. Want to try some? She slides the mug over to me. I can't tell if it's the glass or it's just the air, but this really looks like alcohol to me. I wish you'd gotten it anyway. No, I'm good. I take a sip from my Coke. That's what I thought. Hick. Huh? If only Jada could see how much of a loser you are, not even drinking in a pub. Where's this coming from? But I guess she's the bigger loser for not even coming in. Something is definitely up. Grace never talks to me willingly. All because of her mum. She should just get over it already. What? The problem isn't alcohol. It's alcoholism that makes people bad. She blames everything on alcohol instead of the person abusing it. She isn't talking about Jada's mother, is she? I don't know the full story. All I know is that Jada doesn't want to talk about her. Ever. Heck. I guess that makes you officially cooler than Jada now, though. Seems we're already moving on. I really thought you were going to wait outside with those 2 losers. You know, my other halves. Grace cackles for a bit. Nah, I'm just kidding about them. So for a bit of background on this scene, before going into the bar, you get the choice to either go into the bar or stay outside. And if you stay outside, you get Stuart and Jada. And if you go to the bar, you get these guys. But I guess you proved me wrong. Congrats on being 1% cool, Grace says. Grace cackles again. Right, thanks for giving me that 1%. Didn't spend it all in one place. I decide to move on and talk to someone else. It doesn't take long for the tipsy Grace to find another conversation partner. Whether she's drunk on the atmosphere or actual alcohol is impossible to tell though. Is what she said about Jada true? Is someone really an alcoholic? That seemed to be what she was implying. Poor Jada. As the conversation ends, I see Tammy check her phone. All the time. How long have your friends been waiting out there? I got so caught up in the fun here that I completely forgot about Jada and Stu. Oh, I don't know. Probably just 2 hours. At least act like you care that we ditched them. Oh my gosh, really? What? We've gotta go. Grace sculls the rest of her drink. The more I look at it, the more I believe she really did get tipsy. Alright, you guys go on ahead. I'm gonna go say my goodbyes. Aw, Tammy, no. There are various pleas from the crowd. No, I did make a sudden promise to these guys. I go to stand up, but I'm still trapped by Maisie. Hey, do you mind moving? Do I have to? Kinda can't get up till you do. If you say so. Maisie gets up, and I feel like I can finally breathe again. You'd think it would be a drain to be stuck between 2 girls, but I can't say staying perfectly still and barely breathing for nearly 2 hours is exactly comfortable. I get up and finally stretch my legs. It feels like I just got up from a long plane flight. Steph is silent. Steph silently gets up behind me. On a part of her exposed arm, I can see a faint red checkmark pattern forming where my arm was pressed against her. It must be from my jacket sleeve. I didn't know I was up against her so tightly. My bad. I want to apologize, but it feels awkward to explain that I noticed my jacket's pattern on her skin. That'd just make me sound weird. Don't worry, Sid. You're just weird to us instead. But I guess that just means I really am weird for noticing. Grace sets her schooner down with a clang. Let's go. It seems no one has noticed that Grace just chugged a beer, but I'm not going to be the one to face her wrath for ratting on her. See you guys. We say goodbye to the group of nice people we sat with. They were good company. But in any case, we start navigating our way out of the pub. Tammy stays behind to say her farewells. We reach the door and... it's a fair bit darker outside now. It's practically the evening. So that's the bar scene. I hope that was enjoyable. Got to see a little preview of what our characters are like in a bar. Kind of just hung out with the side characters, but that's still cool. Gotta love our side characters. They're a good time. If any of you have any questions or comments about the bar, I'd love to hear it. I enjoyed writing that scene. I remember it's been a little while since... I think I wrote that like back in December, but like still... It's fun looking back on it now. It's been 6 months. Wow. How time flies. Time flies. Anyway, hope that was enjoyable. We'll keep rolling, and you guys can let me know what you think as we go. It's a fair bit darker outside now. It's practically the evening. On a bench outside, Stuart and Jada are sitting opposite each other. Stuart is sketching. Jada's on her phone. I gotta say something to catch their attention, but... hey! Here they are. The losers who stayed behind. Maisie's very subtle. Very, very careful with her words. Definitely not abrasive. Oh, hi guys. Hey, come on. It's fair enough that they didn't want to go inside. She really came zooming. I don't know why she was that fast. I don't know if she's meant to be that fast, but she was fast. Oh, jeez. Don't mind me just double checking something in the background here. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Okay, cool. Cool. took you guys so long? It's nearly dark. We're starting to get worried. We are so sorry. We got carried away, and it's rare to see Grace off guard like this. Did Jada's reaction do something to her? It's been nearly 2 hours, and no messages even. I'm sorry, guys. We got so caught up in the fun and completely forgot. I see. At least you guys had fun. That's, nice at least. Sorry, guys. It's my fault, too. Pfft, come on. It's their fault they missed out. They had their chance to come inside, and they chose not to. Maisie's so brutal. She really says it how it is. It's their fault if they were bored and alone out there. Rough stream for Jada. Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it? Maybe you guys can show us some love in a little bit. We're gonna get some fun choices soon. I have a feeling that the reason Jada didn't go inside is actually a bit complicated. Maisie, you know that's not fair. Come on, don't deny it. You forgot to come back outside too. Ugh. Maisie does have a point. We can't all sacrifice our fun just because Jada and Stuart didn't want to go inside the bar. Sure, it was illegal. Sure, it was stupid. We probably shouldn't have done it. We had a great time in there, and they were bored out here. That's just what happened. I'm sorry we were in there for so long, but they did make a choice. It's okay. It's fine. We still have heaps of time. I spent some time researching SQC, and it looks like a lot of fun. I'm still looking forward to eating pizza and playing games. Stuart starts packing up his drawing gear. I think Jada's in the right to move on from this topic. She probably doesn't want to be the cause of a fight on our Sydney trip or anything. She would never forgive herself. Maisie could have been less harsh in how she said all of this, really. It's like the filter that would stop her from being so directly mean is gone. Oh, damn it, don't tell me. Were you sneaking drinks in there, Maisie? Nah. Hick. Just a few sips while no one was looking. Are you serious? How did she manage to sneak sips in? She was right next to me. She's crafty, that Maisie. Maisie, Tammy had one rule. Hey, it wasn't just me. Grace finished a whole glass while no one was watching. Hey, don't dump me in. I was being sneaky. If I could tell she was drinking, there was no way it was even remotely sneaky. They're lucky that Tammy was so preoccupied. I think I was watching that, but I don't know how anyone else missed that at the end. It was hardly sneaking. Steph looks like she's gonna get mad at them for breaking her sister's rule. Yes, Tammy's one rule was no drinking while inside, please, guys. Which is a reasonable rule, but Maisie and Grace don't roll like that. They like to dabble in a little bit of alcohol, the true blue Aussie way, you know? Are you even 16 years old if you aren't, you know, having a drink every now and again in Australia? You know, that's just how we roll over here for some reason. We're weird. Although I suspect some other countries are much the same in their drinking habits. So, you know, whatever. Steph's backs down. She really treats Tammy's words like law, huh? Hey everybody, sorry to keep you waiting. I have a very important announcement. Huh? I want to stay here and keep drinking with Pearl and everyone else from the march. Do you guys mind going on ahead alone? Hell yeah! What? For real? Weren't you meant to chaperone us or whatever? Shut up, Grace. Don't ruin this. Gasp, underage drinkies. Shocking. I know. Shock and awe. It's a truly sad state of affairs, right? Maisie turns to Tammy with a smile. Of course we can. We'll stick together and be good. I promise. What is she, a kid? I know I told your parents I'd keep an eye on you, but, well, the truth is I basically lost track of all of you immediately after the march started. We'll be able to ship characters with each other. It's a spoilery question, my friend. I will neither confirm nor deny the possibility of that happening in the game. That's all I'll say. Good question though, Vane RJ. Keep them coming. All of you, ask away anytime, anything, seriously. Any question you can imagine, I will answer. Even if I find it amusing. When she's good, she's very good, but when she's bad, she's better. I think that's Maisie's... That's like Maisie's tombstone. That's what it'll say. Oops, did not mean to do that. That's comforting. But you all somehow managed to meet back up together after the march and not get lost. Why does that keep happening? No. So, really, that just proves to me how capable and mature you all are. I'm pretty sure Maisie's tipsy right now, despite being under your watch, but hey. And didn't she totally knock a guy out earlier? All these questions! You guys will have to play the full game to find out about Maisie knocking people out. Tammy really never did have any control here at all. I guess she always was here just to make her parents feel better. But will we be okay on our own? Hey, we were just on the march. We'll be alright. Yeah, you guys will be alright. The shopping centre with the arcade thingy you want to go to is open all night and is in a nice part of town. It's a short walk from here too. It should be safe and easy to get there. That's comforting. I'll come get you all around 9 PM or so to get on the train back home. I don't want your parents to worry. Oh, and speaking of which, please don't tell them I let you guys go off alone. Consider it a secret deal between us. We wouldn't dream of telling them. This is our wish come true. Well, maybe for one or two of us. Well, as long as we get to go to SQC, I really don't mind. Alright then, I gotta go. Stay safe, kiddos. Maisie salutes Tammy ridiculously. Don't worry, I'll keep us safe. I'll punch as many homophobes as necessary. Please, let's not add today's assault count. Alright, whatever you say, Maisie. See you guys in a few hours. We wave goodbye. Steph still looks a bit hesitant, but Tammy calls out. I hope you have fun with your friends. I will. Tammy seems responsible. Yeah, Tammy's pretty easygoing. Look, she knows them, she's hung out with them all day so far, and is like, you know what, these kids have got it under control. She's pretty easygoing. Did you take any inspiration from the characters from IRL? Oh gosh, that's a good question. Basically, yes. These characters are kind of, I don't know, they're kind of conglomerations of my own experiences, the experiences of my friends, and, you know, stories I've read, games I've played, TV shows I've watched. Like, I don't know, it's kind of like every most writers draw from everywhere, and I'm no different. Real life is just one of many places I drew from. I think I drew a little bit more than I usually do for this game. But I don't know, there's not specific I drew inspiration from. Just kind of my own experiences. I guess Sid is pretty informed by my own experiences as a teenage boy. The characters are all conglomerations of all kinds of people, boys, girls, from during high school and from after high school, you know? But yeah, I'd say they're drawn from real life. Yeah, I think that's what helps them feel real. Anyway, week 7, day, Saturday, time, evening. And with that, we're off. Together we walk down the busy streets of Sydney. Tammy wasn't wrong, the mall wasn't far from the pub. It's been a while, but I actually don't recognise the mall from the outside. It's had a bit of a renovation. But as we go inside... So yeah, for those who don't know, Sid did used to live in Sydney, the city. That's why he recognises some of these places. He's the one who suggested SQC, the pizza bar they're all heading to. I see it's quite familiar. All the shops are still here, so little has changed in the year of my absence. This game is also set in November, so Christmas decorations are up and running. I used to walk through this mall nearly every week, too. Ugh. It's fine. I'm here with other people now. Good people. So you were a harem protagonist in high school? Nah, see, that's the thing. I had a pretty even spread of friends in high school. I had a lot of guy friends and a lot of female friends. That's one of my big regrets in Lovesick. I very much focus on the girls, but I do think the male friendships formed in high school are just as important as the female ones. Done right. They're not always going to be, but they can be potentially as important. Because with girls there's kind of like always, assuming you're a heterosexual male like me, with girls there's always that element of, ooh, liking, not liking, being attracted, not being attracted. But with guys, that element is completely different. It's like, there's a sense of camaraderie and shared experience, you know? As I'm sure a lot of heterosexual girls will say about their experiences with female friends. And there's a lot of that I didn't get to tap into with Lovesick. But considering it's a romance game, I guess it wasn't that important comparatively. And the whole point of the game is about how the relationships between female friends and a guy can get complicated. It's not what the game's all about, but it's one of the main features. It's one of the big inspirations, at least. Yeah. No, I wish I was a harem protagonist. Well, I would have wished. I don't think I wish that now. That sounds like a lot of work. I keep accidentally opening the menu. Alright. My friends. Wow, they already have Christmas decorations up. How high does that tree over there go up? Well, I guess Christmas is only like 2 months away. It's closer to 1 month, really. Anyway. Woo! You know what that means? Everything's on sale for Christmas. That's capitalism for you. Once inside, I take charge and lead us up some escalators. SQC isn't far from here. Oh, they have a Sephora here? And everything is 20% off? Oh, I was looking up this bookstore earlier. Oh, the game store's having a sale? Finally, wholesome art supplies. Oh, sorry, wholesale. Wholesome art supply. What's a non-wholesome art supply? Finally, a store with decent suits. In an instant, everyone is spread out across this floor of the mall to do some shopping. I guess we have time to look around and shop. What do I want? Wholesome wholesale supplies. Yeah, they can be both wholesome and wholesale. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I guess we have time to look around and shop. What do I want? I look in my wallet and see the $50 note Dad gave me. Buy her something nice. Those were his words. I look around the shops. I find quite a few suitable gift options. What should I buy? What gift should we buy, guys? Spoiler alert, this doesn't come into effect for quite a while and won't be covered by today, but so gifts are like this thing in visual novels that a lot of visual novels have. I'm not crazy about gift systems because they kind of feel arbitrary and frankly unrealistic. Like, when I play Persona, or maybe Fire Emblem Three Houses is a better option, and I just dump 5 gifts to become great friends with the character, it just feels so unrealistic and silly. So I decided not to include such a system in LoveSick Darlings, but this is the one point, not the one point, there might be another point in the game where you get the one time to buy a gift. A gift should feel special, you know? And it can't just be every other day Sid just buys a thing for someone and says, "Love me." So this is the one of maybe 2 or maybe 1 gift scenarios. Happens to me too when talking for a long time. Pronounce one word as a full idea, exactly. Fight stick for Jada. Every fighting game goddess needs a stick. 3, 3, 3, 3. People want 3. 1. Someone's gotta break the flow. T-Mug for Steph. All these people. Oh, the world for Maisie. Yeah, you're assigning the gifts. Everyone wants to buy a fight stick for Jada. So yeah, while it's fun to implement the system, it actually, because of the nature of how gift giving works, this gift doesn't come into play for quite a while. But I like to plant the seed. And you guys all previewing this now can think about it. What gift will you buy for the girl of your dreams in the full version of Lovesick? Will there be a Christmas party? No, the game is over by Christmas. It's over by Christmas. It's covered in the epilogue, but no, there's no event. No, there's no event. The game is... The core game is over by Christmas. Picking the gift up from the shelf, I decide on it. I go up to the counter and discreetly buy it. I hide the gift in my bag, knowing exactly who to give it to later. My money spent... My money spend, really? I make my way out of the shop and wander around a bit more. Oh, jeez. Alright. Here they are. Eventually we all gather back around. Right, where were we going again? Oh, Stu. To SQC, enough distractions. Oh, we love star-eyed Jada. It's probably my favourite expression in the game. Maisie's smug face, Jada's hype face, and Steph's smile. Those are my three favourites, I have to say. They just so perfectly capture the characters and their expressions. Ippers did such a good job. Fuck. I love the art in this game, and I'm the one who made it. And I can say that without sounding conceited, because it's like, I didn't draw it, you know? Like, I can just say, I love this. It's fun. Anyway, to SQC, enough distractions. I recall she's the only one who distracted herself, but anyway. I want to eat all the pizza I can take and play in the arcades, or I might just explode. Do they have DDR? I always like playing that. You know what DDR is? Well, why are you so surprised? I don't know, I just didn't expect it. Well, it's fun and easy. It's just a dancing game. What? DDR is easily the hardest game at arcades. I can't help but agree. Huh. Well, I'll leave it to the pro to show you guys how it's done. What have you done? You've given Maisie even more of an ego. Finally, a game where I'm the best. Steph giggles at our antics. I wonder what kind of game Steph plays at an arcade. Maisie just laughs evilly as we continue to ascend the escalator. After just a bit more walking, we're there! It's amazing. Sorry, it's more like, it's amazing. Watch Maisie own all colors. Exactly. Arcade machines line the walls. Everything from races, shooters, crane games, fighting games, carnival games, and even VR coasters line the walls. A counter with prizes and a ticket collector is visible in one corner. And the familiar pizza bar in the other corner. The smell of freshly made pizza fills the air, giving a relaxed atmosphere, despite all the blinking lights and noisy machines. It's not too crowded. It seems like we came in a good night. Everyone here is mostly our age or older, wandering about in groups and couples, having fun. Right, I forgot how much of a date spot this arcade was for people in the area. If I hang out with one of the girls, I should make sure people don't get the wrong idea. Because it would be the wrong idea. Right? I should probably consider who I want to hang out with very carefully. Alright, I'm still feeling tipsy and want to have fun at the arcade. Let's go, guys. Oh, I can see some games I want to check out. I haven't been playing on one of those since I was a kid. Oops. Since I was a kid at the carnival. Maisie leads the charge into the arcade, and I can already see everyone splitting up. Grace is following Jada, and Stuart split and head towards the counter. I'll order the pizzas. Maisie calls out, Don't forget to get meat lovers!" They each head to different parts of the arcade. Who should I follow? I need to choose one very carefully. I get the feeling I can only spend time with one person at the arcade tonight. This is my way of trying to be clear to the player that this ain't like the bar. You get the one shot tonight. So, start voting, friends, viewers, everyone who is seeing. Or unless you're on YouTube, where you just watch helplessly as the chat decides for you. One person. Let's see those votes come in. I'll give you guys a bit of time, just to make sure. Boom, 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 boom. we got a couple of numbers in here. Maisie is definitely the meat lover on pizza. Yeah. She is. Yeah, gosh, it's spread pretty evenly, but stop cramping Grace's style. We may be okay. Yes, we've got a couple of people going towards fighting games. It looks like this is the one run through of the arcade we get today. So I hope people make this decision knowing this is it. Oh, hey, Emily. Nice to see you in the chat. I'm sure, yeah, Emily Govia, I'm 99% sure. Hey, everyone, this is Jada's voice actress in the chat. She just recorded a bunch of lines just the other week, and they're being implemented still. Say hey, make her feel welcome. You'll be enjoying her voice work very soon in the full game, guys. So thank her when you laugh and cry at her scenes. Without live stream, people either suffer or rejoice from my choices being made. Well, I mean, it's good timing. We've just been voting on who we should go hang out with in the arcade. And it looks like the winner is Jada. So, you know, Emily's going to hang out here. And just in time, well, not necessarily hang out, but has come in just in time for us to hang out with Jada. So, here we go. I haven't seen the Jada one yet, so this should be fun, says Neo. Neo's an alpha player, so he knows what's going on. Yeah, see, Rolls? It's nice to see this all happening down here. Let's keep reading. I mean, I'm at the arcade. How the hell am I not going to spend this time with Jada? She's been so excited for this ever since we just decided to come here. Ugh, I keep pressing the menu. Stop. There we go. I follow after Jada, who I saw went towards the fighting game cabinets. As I walk through the rows of cabinets, it all starts coming back to me. I spent way too much money in this area back when I lived here. Chris and I would play round after round of fighting games here. The neon pink hue is exactly the same. I spot a few new games, but it's mostly the same cabinets. You spot Jada and Grace sitting next to each other, playing some one-on-one cabinet with two controllers. Jada seems to be trying to explain the game to her. So, you just wiggle it like this. Is this that quarter circle motion you mentioned? Yeah, just like that. They seem to be having fun. Should I interrupt them? Interesting predicament we've reached here. This is a fun one. I'm glad you guys chose this one. This one's quite complicated. Do we say hi? You know, interrupt them? You know, they're having fun. Do we go and join in? Or do we go back and see someone else? Grace is a small bean, especially next to Jada. they're kind of opposites on the size spectrum. Absolutely. Turn on Jada's voice for a few lines. Emily's recorded scenes aren't quite here, but I could probably preview a line or two, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Was Jada something like 5'9"? I don't remember feet measurements very well. I don't do canonical measurements for my characters because getting into specifics like size is just like, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, it feels like unnecessary, especially because a lot of the characters, namely Sid, grow taller, so you know. If I could join the convo, I would. Well, okay, wait. Maybe we can work something out. Okay, wait. Yeah. Emily, if you wanted, we could go over to the Discord, and if you wanted, you could read out Jada's lines. I think you're in the LoveSick Darlings Discord. This could be an excellent little treat for people, but only if you want. Seriously. And you only have to do like one or two if you want to. Or you can do none. Just hang out in the chat. Whatever. No. Don't pressure. No pressure, guys. Everyone's a kilometer tall. Look, I'd say Sid's something like 160 something centimeters, and Jada is sitting pretty at about 180 centimeters. That's not canon. That's me guessing. I just haven't confirmed measurements because that's silly to me. That's not what I'm about. Alright. 180 centimeters is 5'9". Okay, then fair enough. I'm sorry, I don't know feet measurement. I'm not American. I would love to, but I got noisy kiddos. Yeah, no, seriously, Emily, don't worry about it. Like, in the future, like, maybe I will get all three of you. I'll get some of the voice actors to do cool stuff like this, though, in the future. Like, I should have thought about it. You're seriously all good. No need to apologize. I just saw you message that, and I'm like, wait a second. I could jerry-rig this to happen. Canon, I'm 2 meters tall. There you go. Kiddos can provide background noise like the arcade. Self, no. She declined. Don't worry about it, guys. Seriously. It's all good. We're gonna keep going. We're getting distracted. So I kind of went past the voting. Looks like we're gonna cockblock Grace, in the words of Bro Nelly. Yeah, we're going 1. Go and say hi. Well, I won't let Grace get in the way of me hanging out with Jada. I take a few steps forward, and Jada notices me. Oh, Sid, there you are. Ugh, there he is. Hey, guys. I was wondering where you had disappeared to. Come play. Oh boy, you have no idea. I can imagine. I can only imagine, sorry, I should say. I'm not a person with children. Not yet, at least. I don't know. Not for a while, if things are going well for me. I'm teaching Grace how to play Road Brawler 3. Yet another non-copyright infringing game name. I'm sure people can guess this, though, right? Oh, they still have that machine here? I walk closer and... Yep, there it is. How cool is it? Yeah, it's kind of amazing to have it after so long. On the screen, I can see Grace is practicing on a training stage. What made you guys come to this game instead of Road Brawler 4 or 5? Well, Road Brawler 4 and 5 don't quite live up to 3 in my humble opinion. I definitely agree there. Plus, this one has got ugly 3D graphics. The 2D sprites are so smooth and expertly put together, it takes some serious craftsmanship to put them together. Games shouldn't try to replicate reality. They're better in 2D, I think. No, that sounds nothing like Street Fighter says itself. Exactly. Clearly a Tekken clone. Exactly. There's just a lot more room for expression in 2D sprites. 3D models are just pale imitations of our world. I stop and blink for a moment. You know about video games, Grace? Of course I do. What do you take me for? Jada and I talk about game art all the time. She has some strong opinions, I'd say. You haven't seen anything yet. Really? I've never seen you guys talk about games. Yeah, well, we do hang out and do things while you aren't around, Sid. I suppose that's fair enough. Anyway, I haven't played this game since I was a kid, so I want to give it another go. Wow, Jada played fighting games as a kid? I can't say I was ever that advanced. You should play against Grace. What? What? Yeah, it'll be fun. Grace has the basics down now thanks to my tutelage. I don't know. I haven't played this one in a while. A little over a year to be exact. I would have played it here last, in fact. Give it a go, come on. Whoever wins will be my champion. Huh? Her champion? And the champion can face me, their teacher, in battle. It'll be just like an anime tournament arc. Which student will surpass the master? Well, why can't we just play for fun? Suddenly I feel a tense presence beside me. I freeze and slowly turn to her. This is it. You and me, Sid. Let's settle this. Huh? Grace slots in 2 more coins. Best of 3, let's go. Well, wait. The time is already counting down. Ugh. I go to take my place in front of the arcade cabinet. Jada plays Supper Smash. Do it, says Powerskiff. Be her champion. Everyone's cheering on. It's getting tense. Sounds like Grace thinks 2D over 3D. I think Grace thinks... well, Grace is a sculptor, so she definitely likes 3D the most. I think her point is that video games trying to replicate reality are missing the point. You know? Reality has already got its own merits, you know? So video games should just do crazy shit instead. But that's her specific opinion. Not necessarily mine, may I add. Palpatine, do it. Do it! Do it! Grace has chosen a character. Grace chooses the flagship female fighter with 2 buns and huge muscly legs. What can I say? I like her ridiculous legs. Come on and pick a character, Sid. Unless you want to surrender, of course. I can understand if you want to run away from the big scary lesbian coming to beat your ass. Grace coming in with trash talk befitting the fighting game community. She's going to do well around here with taunts like that. I groan and look through the characters. As time runs out, I settle for Mr. Buffalo. He's originally a mean character, but he's fun to play in this game. People can guess who Mr. Buffalo is, right? Surely that isn't going over people's heads. It might be. It's kind of stupid. What's chat saying? Not Chun-Li at all. Yeah, well, who's Mr. Buffalo? M. Buffalo. Yeah, of course. I just need to remember how to do charge specials again. Charge specials are hard, to be fair, Sid. Burn. And Sid has chosen his fighter. The fight is well underway. We pick a random stage and the game loads. Best of luck. You keep it. I don't need your luck. Grace is probably overestimating herself and underestimating me, as usual. I mean, she only literally learned how to play a few minutes ago, right? Hopefully it's all talk. Not that I'm even sure... Not that I'm even that sure if I care much about winning. But I should give this an honest try. 3, 2, 1, fight! And the fight begins. It's tough! Grace is a newbie, I can tell by the way she's playing. She's fighting tooth and nail. I take the first round, but she takes the second in an overwhelming comeback. This is going to be the match of the century. Grace and I struggle on the third match until we're both down to slivers of health. What is driving Grace on? This isn't your normal competitive spirit, it's like she's got something to prove. Something to show someone. What could it be? I've got you now. Grace goes into her super attack while I'm in the air. Eep! That's not safe. I know this and witness my character fall out of her combo and hit the ground on a tiny sliver of health. The pixel of health is barely visible. Her character's still performing the super on the other side of the stage. She's wide open. All I need is one hit. Crap, stop kicking, turn around, damn it. Do I deal the finishing blow or throw the match? Live and let die, says Simpsons. Exactly. How does the match of destiny end? The votes are coming in hot. A lot of finishing blows. Oh no! You all want to end it? Humiliator! No! Oh wow, no mercy. All these people ready to watch Grace die. punished for her failures. She's about to become punished, Grace. Oh well, here it goes. Boom. With nerves of steel, I move my control stick around and hit light punch. Mr. Buffalo goes careening forward in a spiral and blasts her character into the air, destroying the last sliver of health. No mercy, exactly. No! A devastating final blow. Player 2 wins! That's my announcer voice. Woohoo! I did it! Sure, it was thanks to her using an unsafe super attack, but we take those. I turned to Grace. Good game. That was hard fought. Is she really going to act like this? Grace. It was a good game. You did well. You're my hardest opponent yet. Aren't I also your first? Yep, so you're also the weakest. That's the Grace we all know and love. Do we love her? I don't know. Maybe the jury's still out on that. Jada nearly bowls me over with a hug. Woohoo! Congrats! You're my champion! Well, champion student at least. I hug her back and we let go. But of course, you know what this means. No, please, have mercy. That smile seems innocent, but I know the evil that lies beneath it. Jada's true fighting game skills. It's time for our match, which will also double as a hands-on lesson from your fighting game sensei. Ugh. I suppose this is the price of becoming a champion. Grace moves out of the way for Jada to play. I don't get it. What's the big deal? I know Jada is better than you. Too good for you, some might even say. But it's just a game. Why do you seem scared? She doesn't understand, but soon she will. The terror of Jada's fighting game skills. Finishing move, light punch. No, he moved the control stick around. He was doing one of those like command things. He was doing M. Bison's like charge special. I don't know if it needs a light punch or a light kick though. But whatever, this is besides the point. The match starts and I brace myself. Jada proceeds to completely wipe the floor with me. She didn't hold back at all, despite not having played the game in years, supposedly. A nose boop. Yeah, fair. Oops. Well, I have been watching the competitive tournaments on YouTube for years. I guess I picked up something there. Holy shit, you never stood a chance, Sid. Jada's some kind of fighting game god of destruction. Isn't that going a bit far? Including me, that makes two people recognizing Jada for being a fighting game god of some kind. Yeah, fair enough, sis. Jada laughs and comforts me, then shows us some tips about the game. We end up moving around playing quite a few different games together. Even Grace's mood improves when she wins a few matches in other obscure fighting games. Feel her wrath, yes. Yes. Jada's wrath via fighting games. It's unmatched, unsurpassed. I also ended up finding that Neo Chrono Panic 7X arcade cabinet that Jada was telling me about on the train. This is previous decisions coming back, which ends up being amazing. Hanging out with them ends up being a lot of fun. And that is why I should have subbed Optimal in that situation. And then Stu suddenly appears. Oh, good old Stu. Lovely boy. Hey guys, pizza's ready. You should come before Maisie inhales it all. Oh, finally. Fighting games really take it out of you. I can say from experience, fighting games are exhausting. Pizza and other greasy snacks are essential to keep playing. I don't know the science behind that, but I do think I agree. I think I agree in real life too. Games need that. Sustenance. Maisie performs a Kirby on all the pizza. Yeah, well, yeah. That's why Stuart's come to get him. They are draining. And there's some rejuvenating element to greasy snacks while gaming that science simply can't explain. Following Stu, he leads us back towards the eating area. We're getting near the end now, guys. We're nearly there. and to a table where all the others are waiting. There are 3 huge pizzas to split between us. We all sit down together, ready to dig in. Mamma mia, now that is a mighty fine pizza. I guess it's not racist if the Italian girl says it. No one asked you. Well, it's still arguably racist, but I won't get into that here. Only thing I'm getting into now is some pizza. What pizza should I get a slice from? Yeah, what pizza we feel like, guys? It's an important decision. Did I say 3 pizzas back there and there are 4? I should have said 4. Oops. There's 4 pizzas. Get your votes in, decide the pizza. It's not the most important decision ever, but you get amusing lines. 4, Hawaiian. Anything but 4. Ooh, it's a controversial choice, number 4. Oh, pepperoni. Nice choice, guys. If I'm remembering right, trust me here. Yeah. Oh, if we got pepperoni in the house, that's good. There's a bit of love going everywhere. I like it, guys. Get that pep in your step. Anything but 4. It's really evenly split. I'm just doing a quick count. Looks like 3 for 4, 3 for 3. Okay, we're gonna discount 2 and 1. People who voted for 2 and 1. Are we going for 3 or 4? Hawaiian or pepperoni? I count for 2. Okay, she's right. She's the voice actress. Yeah, no, checkmate. 3, she counts for 2. Pepperoni. I grab a slice of pepperoni. And so do Jada and Grace. See, this is why she's the voice actress for Jada. Because that's the one that Jada, you know, you get points for Jada for picking pepperoni. It's like a spiritual connection. Thank you to my ancestors, not only for inventing pizza and pepperoni, but for most of all, combining the 2. Yep. It really is a divine gift. We all munch on some pizza together. We're finally all together. Drama from the bar and march all behind us. I actually didn't know that. Yeah, I know. I know you didn't. I was like, there's no way she knows that. But it was amusing to see play out, so, you know. Yes, all together, just having fun. All 6 of us in the arcade that had the genius idea to have pizza for patrons. It's like they made it just for kids like us. The pizza and games are just as good as I remember as the last time I was here. I didn't come here often, but when I'm with these guys, no, my friends, I feel like I could spend eternity here. Sid? A voice rings through my ears, a voice I hadn't heard in a long time. I start to turn my head, but I know who I will see. And I doubt she would come to the arcade alone. No way. Time freezes for a moment. Why tonight? Things were going so well. And these 2 showed up? My vision goes fuzzy. I can feel my stomach twisting and turning inside me. Huh? Do you know Sid? Maisie, please don't talk to them. Wow, Sid has friends who aren't you guys? Oh wow, thank you for the follow from VaneRJ in the chat. All of you, stop. The girl replies. Yeah, we went to school together. Please. My breath gets shorter and shorter. All these follows. Thank you, Emily. Are you Sid's old friends? My hands are visibly trembling. All these follows, guys. It's like a cha-cha line. Thank you. I can't maintain eye contact with anyone or anything. Why are they talking? Thank you, Bro. Do you want to just keep this streak going? Alright. Get out of my life. I cut you all out of it last year. The boy interjects. Sid, dude, where have you been? After everything that happened. How can you just waltz in and start acting friendly to my new friends? Sid, are you okay? I can't even form words. I feel like it's taking everything not to throw up. My stomach is tied into tiny little knots and my head is pounding. My stupid body can't stop shaking, damn it. I clench my fists. The boy continues. We were worried sick about. I stand up and everyone stops and looks at me. I can't take this. I open mouth, try to say something, but nothing comes out. My whole body feels hot and weak and stiff, all at the same time. I can't even see straight. So I just run. I don't know where to, and I don't care either. I run as hard and as fast as I can. Sid? A couple of voices call out to me, but I can't stop. Sid, please, wait. We haven't seen you in ages. I have so much to... I start losing track of their voices as I zigzag through the arcade machines to make my way out of SQC. Down the escalators. Through the closed down shops. With then no destination in particular. Tears streaming down my face. And I think we're going to call it there. I'm going to leave you guys with a bit of a cliffhanger. Let's see, yeah. We're going to leave it there. Spicy stuff. Plot twists. Fun at the arcade turns strange when Sid's past comes to haunt him. In the city that he used to live in, with people he used to know. And for those of you who can't tell, but basically that scene is written to basically feel like an anxiety attack. I shouldn't laugh after saying that, but yeah, it's trying to emulate that awful feeling. No, says Emily Govio. What a stairwell to end this off. Meanie, says Vaynar J. I knew he would stop here before the spicy stuff. The rest of this scene is quite long. It's quite long and it's quite involved. I think in terms of a preview, I think this is not a bad place to, you know, leave it. Damn, the main theme in mine hits hard. Yes. Thank you for noticing, Skeletor. I mean, I figured it would lead to something like this. That's fair, Son of Sis. I think that's a fair enough assumption. What time is it? So we've been going for 2 hours and 40 minutes. Okie dokes. Alright. I think this is a good spot to leave it. I'm not going to necessarily quit yet. Let's save, actually. Okay. Sit on the main menu just for a second. I believe this scene takes about 10 to 15 minutes to read. Well, I think it's a little longer to read out loud. And I think it reveals a lot. And it's pretty heavy. I don't know. I think we're going to leave it for now. I don't blame people for wanting to find out more, but I think I'll leave it for the full game. Or maybe I'll preview some more later. It's pretty heavy, without spoiling too much. And frankly, it's such a culmination of previous decisions that it really feels a lot more impactful if it's like you're the one playing it and it's not me just reading it out. No offense to my own reading skills and to cock you guys too much from the scene, but yeah, no, it's the kind of scene that's impactful because it changes so dramatically based off of your choices, without saying too much. Thanks so much for the stream. I'm not necessarily wrapping up the stream quite yet. let's hold it just for a second. I was maybe going to do a little bit more previews and stuff. You guys can go though, of course. If you guys just want to leave, fair enough. Leave whenever the hell you want. I just figured I may as well open up Q&A for a little bit. We can like look through some art as we do so. But I would love to have you join in next time, Emily. It's probably best experience first as a result of our decisions. Yes, I totally agree, Self. I totally agree. Oh, I'm so excited. Previews. I don't know. Anyone has any questions about any of that? What did you guys think of the arcade? Or did you have anything to say about the bar scene? Or shopping and gift buying? Any of that stuff, you know? Catch your fancies? You know, as a treat, because you guys bought the Jada gift, we're gonna exit the game just for a quick second, and I'll show you what the gift delivery scene. I won't be 1 second. The screen will turn off for a second, but I'm still here, trust me. Alright. Ooh. Ren pie. Why is it showing ren pie? God damn it. Okay, close enough, whatever. It'll just be on screen for a second. You guys can see how messy my files look. Jada gift. Alright, Jada gift. Let's find it. I'll skip ahead to it in the background. You really enjoyed the new scenes as Vayne. Is Jada an Evo champion? Yes. Jada could be an Evo champion. People just need to let it happen. You know, she just needs to believe in herself. But I do think that she really could. Legacy. The nostalgia hit hard with that one. With which one, sorry? With the last scene? Or the arcade? Or... Sorry, just getting the scene loaded up in the background for you guys. Come on. There we go. I have to just tinker with the background back here so I can get the scene loaded for you guys. And loaded correctly. The arcade, I love time zones, yes. I'm glad I could capture that energy. Time zone and like arcades and tickets and stuff like that are kind of what I was going for. So I'm glad that kind of came through. Being at the arcade with friends and like kind of just doing your own thing, like, I don't know, I just had to like channel memories from doing that with friends. And the different games everyone would play. Like I had this one friend who is obsessed with rhythm games, so he would just hang out at like the drums and dancing games and just play them non-stop. But then like some friends would just hang out at the carnival games, and some friends would just instead be on like doing completely different things, you know? Yeah, so that's kind of what I was channeling, so I'm glad that was enjoyable. I'm glad you enjoyed the new scenes, VNRJ. Have there been any big changes in how you wanted to write any of the characters compared to when you first started, or have you stuck with the same idea for every character from the start? Yeah, Time Crisis rules. Completely agree. Completely agree. My favorite kind of arcade games are like the co-op experiences like that. Fighting games and Time Crisis rule. Yes, to answer your question, Arc Fiends. Yeah, some characters have changed quite a lot. Steph used to be like really aloof. Like really distant, but it made writing her and fitting her into scenes really difficult, so I had to give her a bit of kindness and make her a bit approachable, which maybe takes away from like the Kudere stereotype, but I had to, I don't know, she was a little unlikable in my earlier drafts. So that's one thing that changed. One thing I've been writing recently is the free time segments with the girls. Maisie has followed basically exactly the trajectory I expected, and same with Steph, but Jada has been rewritten a few times because I wasn't really happy. Hers was very shallow compared to the others. Like, Steph has this whole journey with herself. Maisie has this whole thing about, I don't know, being honest, I suppose, is the best way to put it. Being honest with herself more than anyone. But Jada's was just kind of like hanging out and playing video games, which there's nothing wrong with, and there's still a lot of that with Jada. But I had to mix it up a bit and kind of give her a new conflict and a new kind of thing to do. Because she just was hanging out otherwise. Which, you know, is nice, but yeah. How did you decide on the title for my game? I made it up. I was literally mashing words together until something catchy came out. That's basically what I did. I think the word that I came up with first and most necessary was lovesick. Because that's the core of the game. These characters have feelings that they cannot or refuse to act upon. They think they're not good enough, they think that they'll get rejected, or they refuse to even acknowledge the feelings exist, or they misunderstand their own feelings, or they are pushing other feelings away because they don't really understand themselves, you know? That's why it's a bit tricky. That's basically the idea behind the game's theme, I suppose, and why it's called the Lovesick, because they're all characters who aren't quite honest with themselves. Or others. But most of all with themselves. You know? I won't name names, but characters are ready to hate themselves no matter what. Characters are ready to hide their feelings forever because they think it's the right thing to do. Or some characters are literally incapable of acting on their own feelings because they're paralyzed with anxiety. You know, it's yeah. Daytona, yeah, Daytona's fun too. I was more of an Initial D. Initial D is so fun because it's so dramatic. Do you know how many endings there are going to be? How many endings? It's a complicated question because my game is not like really endings. It's like there's one ending, but the variables are what change, you know? Like, a big part of LoveSick Darlings is that you can only affect your own relationships, you know, and your own kind of bonds with people, but you can't really, like... It's not like the world ends in one scenario or the world doesn't in another, or Sid drops out of school in some scenario and doesn't in another, you know? It's complicated. It's not one-to-one, like, this is the ending, but basically, in terms of, like, exclusive content, there are 4 major branches for the ending, I suppose is the way I would put it. Like, major, like, this direction. But lots of the endings share attributes, and some endings don't at all, you know, and even then, in one ending, attributes can be different. Like, for example, this is all hypothetical and not applied to the game, but, like, say you go for Maisie. Maisie's your life, your wife, you want her to be your girlfriend, you know? And even in the scenario where you pursue her all the way to the very end and things go well, your relationships with Jada and Steph can go in all kinds of ways. Do you stay friends? Do you lose contact? Do you, does the relationship with Maisie last? Does it, you know, there's all kinds of little factors that can affect the nature of the relationship, you know, like, if that makes sense. Like, there are 4 branches. Say Maisie's ending is a branch. That branch has many different points and variables, is the way I'd put it. So yeah, 4 endings, but it's complicated. I don't know if what I said makes any sense. Last question, when can we expect another stream? I don't know. If you guys really like streams, I could do more, but I'm really struggling to time management as is. Don't think I can make them regular. I don't know. Maybe in another month at best. I try to save them for special occasions because they're tiring, and I don't want to repeat the same content over and over again. And on top of that, apart from not wanting to repeat content, I also don't want to like break new content every time, because then it's like I also just want people to play the game when it comes out. You know, I don't want to just reveal everything. Like, this is just a snippet that I've shown you so far. Are there any other dating sims I've really enjoyed? Here's my guilty admission. I don't have many dating sims I particularly enjoyed. And I think that's why I made this game. Because I found so many of them kind of unsatisfying. Like, in terms of if you just want pretty girls to look at and flirt with, like, awesome, that works. Sure, those games exist. But they didn't feel like characters. And then in games where they felt like characters, the interactive relationship elements always felt hollow. Like, my example is always Persona, because I love Persona. I love Persona so much. Persona 4 especially, but, like, I thought about this when playing Persona 5 Royal recently. Like, I romanced Yoshizawa, and that was great. Yoshizawa is amazing. A goddess. Love her. Amazing character. But, like, amazing character, amazing writing, like, so well realized, but then the romance and interactive elements were so shallow. Like, they were well written, but just not at all common. The fact that the relationship isn't acknowledged, the fact that the group doesn't comment on your relationship. There's so many, like, elements that are just missed opportunities, you know? Like, we'd all be, like, talking about, like, oh no, the world's gonna end or something, you know, because it's Persona. And, like, Yoshizawa, and, like, in the big triumphant moments, like, Yoshizawa just turns to me and goes, like, don't worry, we can get them. And it's like, we're dating, Yoshizawa. Is that all you have to say to me? ITB says Emily Go. I'm not sure what that means. It may be a typo or slang I don't know. But anyway. Anyway. Keep those questions coming. For now, I'm gonna show you guys Jada's gift scene. So after the events of shenanigans, Jada, this is the gift you can give to Jada. So this is the scene. You remember how we chose Jada's gift earlier? This is the scene where she receives it. I skipped us ahead, just for you guys to check it out. I wanted to give a bit of a conclusion to that. I really do think she'll like it. Hey, Jada. Oh, hey, Sid. Oh, there's no music. Why is there no music? I knew I did something wrong. Why is there no music? Let's refresh it. Okay, it should refresh with music. Ugh. To go back to the main menu. I'm sorry, guys. I just want music. There we go. Hope it isn't too weird or impersonal. I really do think she'll like it. Hey, Jada. Oh, hey, Sid. How are you? Oh, alright. You? Great. The pizza at the arcade was amazing. Pizza and arcade games are a match made in heaven. Except for the controllers getting greasy. No wonder they had wet wipes on the way out of the eating area. It's very practical. Speaking of controllers, though, and wanting to avoid getting pizza grease on them... Oh? While everyone was shopping, I actually came across this cool thing in the pre-owned section of a certain game shop. Oh, you can get some cool pre-owned stuff sometimes. What'd you get? A rare game? An old console? None of those. I bought you this. In my hands, I hold a fight stick. It's on the slightly small side. It has a retro road brawler aesthetic from the 90s. It's for you. When I saw it, I immediately thought of my fighting game sensei. So I just had to buy it. Whoa, are you okay? Jado's tearing up. You really bought me a gift? And it's so nice? It's nothing, really. I just wanted to get it for you to make you happy. You wanted to make me happy? That's so sweet. Sniff. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you... Jada interrupts me with a hug. I love it. Sniff. Thank you, City. I hug Jada back. That's okay, really. I can't believe you really bought me a gift for me. For no reason or anything. After a moment, Jada lets go. I really do love it. I was just a bit overwhelmed for a bit there. That's okay. I know what that can be like. I can't wait to go home and give it a whirl. I'm sorry it's only a little one. Nonsense! It's an awesome little beginner fight stick for a newbie like me. And if it's from you, it's perfect. I'm glad you like it. We chat for a little longer, but we're both so exhausted that the conversation doesn't last long. So yeah, that's Jada's little gift scene. Hopefully that was an enjoyable little follow-up and a little extra I could give you guys. Jada tearing up, not surprised, yeah. Yeah. And it's really weird because I started playing VNs because of LoveSick. Wow, thank you, Son of Sis, that's so kind. I'm glad I could open the world up for you. There are a lot of good VNs. I was bagging on dating sims for a bit back there, but like, I actually really do like a lot of VNs. Ace Attorney is the basic bitch answer, but it's such a good series. If you're starting out in VNs, Ace Attorney is second to none in my honest opinion. I really think it's the best consistent series. But then there's hits like Robotics Notes and Steins Gate. Those are some of my favorite VNs ever. Then there's Valhalla, which is my favorite single game ever. Just ever, in terms of VNs. It's so good. I really think that's as good as visual novels get. And I wish my game was even a quarter that good. For those who haven't played it, VA11 Hall A, Valhalla, is the best. I cannot recommend that game enough. It's seriously incredible. Emily says, I think it's mostly about the fact that most scenes don't sound at all like how people speak to each other. Yes. Yeah, dating sims are so guilty of that. So one of the big parts of LoveSick Darlings is I wanted the characters to feel like they have lives. If that makes sense. Like, they don't revolve around Sid. They kind of do their own thing regardless of him. Like, in some ways, like, different characters react in different ways. Like, Jada does have a habit of waiting on Sid because she's the hopeless romantic. But, like, even more so, but they all do their own thing, and there's like they lead their own lives. Like so many, and not so many, but several plot events happen while Sid's not there, and he just doesn't know things because, of course, they don't tell everything to him all the time. And early on in the game, when you choose who to hang out with, you like text Steph, and she can just say, "Oh, sorry, I'm busy," which is like real, but I'm like always shocked when VNs don't do that. VNs so often it's like, yes, I've been waiting. I sit around all day waiting for your call to hang out, Sid. And it's like, no, that's stupid. Like even Maisie and Jada, like, and it's not just because Steph is kind of aloof and cold sometimes. It's that Jada and Maisie are busy. Like Maisie might be visiting Albie or on a date with Nacho, or Jada might be having dinner with her dad. I don't know. Like they all have their own lives, and that's kind of what I've tried to do most. Like their lives don't revolve around Sid. Sid's just a part of their lives in the same way that they're a part of his. And it goes both ways. I've also tried to make sure that they're just as supportive or necessary to his life as he tries to be for them. You know? It's funny how shallow everything else has been kind of disappointing. I don't want to shit on other games, but dating sims have a habit of sometimes being shallow when they don't need to be. Like, I don't know. I don't think I'm an exceptional writer or anything. I just think that people who make dating sims have different priorities, I suppose. Writing sometimes isn't a priority, which sounds like crazy talk when we're talking about VNs, but it's true. I really do think some dating sims just do not give a fuck about the writing. Like, they just think we've got cute girls and they've got a personality trait. Our job is done. Make them do the same 5 actions over and over again and progressively get more and more naked. People will pay for it, and people do, and that's good for them. I'm actually, in terms of like game developers, I'm like, oh yeah, that's perfectly respectable, and that's a good way to make money and still pay artists to do amazing art. But LoveSick is more about, I don't know, the story. The story is so important in LoveSick, and I don't know, everyone who's played it has told me they really like it, so I think it pays off. Gift is from Sid. Jada will be drippy over it. Yeah, basically. How much time have you been working on this game? I have been working on it since mid-2018. Nearly 2 years. I think it's probably 2 years now. For the first year, it was part-time. For the first year and a half, it was part-time. Only since Kickstarter have I really been at this full-time. So half a year I've been at this full-time. Other year and a half was very, very part-time. Very background. Yeah. How about Danganronpa? I'm actually playing Valhalla right now. Valhalla, amazing. It's the best, like I already said. Danganronpa is great. Flawed. So fucking flawed. Those games have myriad issues, in my opinion. But they're amazing. Style, presentation, aesthetic, music, an 11 out of 10. Like, it doesn't get better than those games in those categories. Characters, I think it's a 10 as well. Story? Arguable, but I mostly like them. It's more the representation of character interactions that are a bit silly in Danganronpa. They're a bit hit or miss. When you have a huge cast, not everyone's going to be hit, but when the hits hit, it's good. There are some really incredible characters. I've forgotten his name. The astronaut in Danganronpa 3, incredible. Nagito Komaeda from Danganronpa 2 is probably my favorite over the whole franchise. Kirigiri, the detective girl, amazing. Shuichi Kaede, the assassin in 3. There's a lot of incredible characters. But then occasionally there's some really terrifically, horribly awful characters. The cook, the tennis player, the maid, the humanity dude, the ultimate nerd guy from 1. There are some characters who just suck. Steph would be at a Barnes and Noble. Yeah, probably. Danganronpa is fun. Monokuma is love. Yeah, Monokuma can die. That's what I think. But he's a part of the series aesthetic. Like, changing that would be silly. Like, come on. You know? I think your and my priorities line up super close, and that's why I got so attached. Oh, thanks, Synopsis. I'm glad you like the game. It's great to hear that, really. Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's great that so many people are enjoying my game. It really is, like, such a honor and like, so humbling. Because it's not like I'm selling 5 trillion copies, I'm just, you know, I've got a bunch of people who like it, you know, that's all I have ever wanted. Feel free to keep questions coming. Do you know where to get some lovesick phone wallpapers? Phone wallpapers? If there was no more official art, I would link it somewhere. But, unfortunately, there's not that much official art going around. My advice is to look in the game files and just grab it yourself. Put whoever you like as your phone wallpaper. However, wherever, just rip the images, it's fine. You're allowed. Wherever you can find them, you can use them. You have my permission to use them as phone wallpapers. Alright. As a one last treat, because my voice is already giving out, it seems. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm getting croaky. I don't want to show off the spicy stuff we cut off, but how would you guys feel about going back to the arcade and hanging out with someone else? Let's do one more, I say. So we can hang out with Maisie, Steph, or Stuart. Does that sound like fun, or would you guys like to go back and do something else instead? Do you want to just go do a free time event with someone? We can do that instead. New arcade stuff, or go do something else in the full demo? The love for Stuart. It's so strong. I love Stuart too. If his events were ready, I don't think they're fully optimized yet. Maybe I should show you guys a Stuart event. Would you guys like that? Let me have a quick look. Let me see if one's ready. Because, like, they're all written, all of Stuart's events, but the problem is, are they, functional? Do they work? Does the game load them right? Is my question. Maybe I'll do Stuart stuff, yeah. If there's enough Stuart fans in the room. Let's see. Sorry, just optimizing things in the background, don't mind me. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Theoretically, it should work. I just had a quick look at it to make sure to bug test it in the background. I think it works, but if a bug happens, you guys can't blame me. Alright. Oh yeah, before I forget, here is the straw poll for Q&A event later. Alright. Arcade sounds good, more Stuart is always a pleasure. So, do we want to load up Stuart's next one-on-one event, or go back to the arcade? Let's vote. And that straw poll is unrelated. That's for an event that I'm doing later. Give me the chat desires. One-on-one with Stuart, or back to the arcade? Just reading that again, actually. No, that's okay. Yeah, no, this references some spoilers. Never mind. We're gonna go to the arcade. I've just decided. I'm sorry I made you all vote. I'd vote one-on-one. Yeah, no, we're going back to the arcade. We're doing it. The arcade. Bop. So, I'm gonna presume Jada and Grace are off the table. Maisie, Steph, or Stuart? I didn't realize it had spoilers, the next Stuart event. Need too much explaining. Let's go. Let's cap this stream off with a bang. With some one extra little content preview for you all. One for Maze. Maisie, Steph, Stuart. The choice is yours, guys. We've got DDR action time, we've got 3, we've got 4. It's pretty evenly split. We've got some votes on 4 for good old Stu. Yeah, we've talked so much about Stuart. Let's go see Stuart at the pizza bar. I'll make the executive decisions to tie break it. Keep things rolling. I'm back, says Watch Xander Sleep. I'm sure you've only made choices that make Jada happy, yes? Yes. Oh, you missed the whole Jada arcade scene, dude. There was so much happy Jada that... Oh, I didn't know you were gone. You're gonna have to watch the VOD or the YouTube recap later. There was so much new Jada content. You would have loved it. Or maybe you want to stay spoiler free. It's up to you. But it was positive Jada content. I see Stuart wander alone to the counter. Maybe I should help Stu order. I follow after Stuart. I arrive at the counter where you can buy food. It's quite a genius idea, frankly. An arcade that sells pizza and other junk food is just a perfect combination. I remember it well from the couple of times I came here with past people. Wonder who those people are, people who are here? Well, spoilers, but at the same time, I want new Jada content. Yep, the choice is yours, my friend. It's crazy how little this place has changed since I was here. So, see, some of you guys who are here now know that Sid has a complicated past with some of the people here, so little lines that reference the past like that start making more and more sense. Even that weird misplaced American flag is still hanging from here. You're really going for the American aesthetic here, I suppose. I can perfectly remember waiting in line to order pizza exactly like this just 1 year ago. But I'm with others now. It's a different point in my life now. Speaking of which, and here's your receipt. Thank you. Stuart turns around. Ah, hello Sid, what are you doing here? Well, I was gonna see if you need help ordering or carrying anything, but you seem to have it under control so far. That I do. But what happened to us all agreeing to split the costs? You shouldn't take this all on yourself. Of course I can. I have more grant and prize money than I could ever know how to spend. If all it takes to help my friends and make them happy is some more money, I'll gladly spend it on you guys. Stu, you're too kind sometimes. It really is no issue, I promise. Well, the constantly broke Maisie will be glad she gets a free meal. I'm sure she will. So... do you want to go check out some of the arcade games? Not really. Oh. I'm not really into arcades or places like this. I don't want to lie and pretend I'm enjoying the games if you show me some. I see. At least he's honest. I guess it just isn't me. Then why are you here? I mean, Sydney is a big place. Didn't you say there was some art show you wanted to go to? No one would blame you if you left and went to that instead. No, don't misunderstand me. I want to be here. I may not like it here specifically, but I like being with you all. Stu. And even here I can at least support everyone else's fun. By doing the boring stuff while everyone else goes and plays games. That's my part to play. Stu, there's more to friendship than just playing a part. Might sound weird to you, Sid, but I really am happy to just support you all any way I can. I'm new to this whole friendship thing, and this is my way of doing it, I suppose. But thanks for thinking of me. It's nothing, really. Anyways, until the pizzas and the rest of the food are ready, go hang out with someone else. What? I can't just ditch you here on your own. Of course you can. I have my schedule. I have my sketchbook and random people to sketch as they pass by. I'm set. Please, let me support you guys in my own way. If buying pizzas shared with my friends and waiting here with the receipt can make everyone else happy, I'll gladly do it for you guys. Just like you who supported me last week when I came at you out of the blue with the art exhibition stuff. But, Stuart, I failed you, and Jada. No, you didn't. You heard me out, and that's what I needed most. Stuart. Go play some games with someone already. I'll look after the food. I'll come find you guys when it's ready. Alright, if you say so. I go to walk away. Alright, see you soon, Stuart. Have fun. Stuart is too nice of a guy. I'll honor Stuart's offer he gave me. I'll choose someone else to spend time with. I gotta go. It was lovely to join for a bit. Bye. All good, Emily. A pleasure to have you here. Always great to see the LoveSick Darlings cast and contributors say hi. You know, it's nice. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Great to have you. So, That's Stuart's little bit. He actually redirects you to the others. You get a nice little chat with him. It's a freebie. It's a freebie with some Stuart love. You know? That's the kind of game LoveSick is. The choices and the consequences aren't always clear. Sometimes you get a little free hangout, and sometimes you don't. So, who do we hang out with instead? Steph or Maisie? I'll let you guys choose again, because that wasn't a full hangout. That was just a little conversation with Stu. 1 or 3. We already hung out with Jada. Sorry, Xander. Give me your votes. Give me all of them. Ooh, it's close. Keep them coming, friends. If you're listening, I need you. I'm like Goku, charging for the spirit bomb. I need your energy. But luckily, power skip changing that word. But luckily, it won't take episodes to charge. I'm just gonna, it's like a super spirit bomb. I just go, Okay, that's 5 votes. Any more? Any lurkers in the chat? Not commenting like good boys and girls? It looks like we're gonna play DDR. Poor Steph. Not enough Steph today. Maybe next time. So, I know I spent the whole day marching, so exercise is the last thing I want to do, but Maisie playing DDR, and she's good at it? This I've got to see. As I make my way there, I silently pray she won't make me play too. Not only am I exhausted after marching, but I'm so bad at DDR. In the corner of the arcade, I find the rhythm games all close to one another. And of course, with a small crowd of boys already around her, I see Maisie is already jumping, spinning, and stomping away at a DDR machine. As I get closer, I see that she's actually totally nailing it. As the arrows come down around the screen at lightning speed, Maisie hits them all with impressive precision. Beside her is some guy about our age struggling to keep up on his own machine. Oops. Sorry, I just got to answer one. It seems they're in a verse match. Oh, jeez. Sorry guys, slight technical difficulties. Alright. Random guy. Who the heck is this girl? She just showed up out of nowhere and challenged Johnny to a dance-off. And she's winning by a lot. I can see there's a huge difference in their scores. Maisie is demolishing him. But he's the best player in town. He is? Watching them go, how fast they're going does seem almost inhuman. Ready to give up, Big J? The guy mutters something incomprehensible. The song hits its peak and the steps are coming faster and harder. And Maisie is bleh. And somehow Maisie is keeping up just fine? This Johnny guy, on the other hand, suddenly he falls to his knee, panting. A big game over displays all over the screen. Johnny! No! 2 randoms run up and drag Johnny off of the machine. But Maisie keeps going. She's here to play the song to the very end. Damn, she's freakishly good. You can say that again. Johnny steps. Maybe. Maybe. And really hot. ... I could watch her dance all day. I can see why a crowd of onlookers, mostly men, has suddenly gathered here. All just staring at Maisie's, well, her whole body in action, really. The outfit she chose to wear and playing DDR are not a good combo. A short skirt, a cut top, and that sheer, and that also gets more sheer with sweat. She probably didn't think this through. Or, knowing her, she's leaning into this for fun. She's definitely not one to turn away attention if it's given. The song reaches the final few notes and... bam! Ta-da! The crowd erupts. Go mysterious DDR queen! We love you! Please keep dancing! A queen? Clever choice of words. Which one? I like the sound of that. You can call me Queen Maisie. Go Queen Maisie! Queen of DDR! Oh god, this is how cults start. Oi! A bearded, grumpy-looking old man stands on the corner, with a menacing-looking old broom in his hand. He is in SQC uniform, but I don't remember this guy at all. What did I tell you youngins about gawking when girls are playing the dancing games? Eep! What is even going on here? No spectators, ever. You play the game or you go elsewhere. This ain't a gentleman's club where you can watch people dance. He points the broom towards us all. Get! Old man Jenkins is back. Shit, I'm out of here. Run! The man charges forward, broomstick in hand. Yeah, you better run. He starts picking off some stragglers with a whack of the broomstick to force them out of the area. That was something. Suddenly I feel an odd texture brush against the back of my legs. What in the... You get two! No spectators, only players. Ugh, he's really going to lump me in with the people who were gawking at Maisie while she danced? Even if that was technically what I was doing. But I was doing it because she's my best friend. In any case. Alright, I'll get moving. Just don't swipe at me with the broom again. That felt weird. Oh no, he's with me. What? Is he your boyfriend or something? Oh no, just a very good friend. He was about to play. Maisie slots in some coins for us to play a versus match. Weren't you, City? Ugh. Maisie, the crafty bastard. This is how she's going to make me play DDR with her. Fine. I don't want to get jabbed by that broom again. Hello, follower. Power skiff, thank you. You'll know next time we go live. It might not be for a while, but you'll know. Time to show her who's the king of the dance floor. Johnny steps down. Sid's next. I don't want to get jabbed by that broom again. Alright, good. I take off my jacket and step onto the podium. The arrows indicating the steps flash beneath me. Ah, this scene says near. It's fun. These machines are always so intimidating. The old man smiles widely, his whole demeanor changing. Have fun in our machines, kids. Stay safe. And he walks away. Did that really happen? Yep. What difficulty are you going to try first? I'm going to just accept it like that? Well, at least there isn't a crowd here anymore. It's just us up here on the podiums. Oops, I accidentally picked hard as the difficulty for us. Nothing about that facial expression makes me think it was an accident. I hope you know that. Yeah, if Maisie is making this expression and saying, oops, or my mistake, it was not a mistake. Ever. It's never a mistake. Do not trust this face. It's time to jewel. Yeah, exactly. Maisie just smiles deviously at me. She then picks out a song she likes. Don't worry, this one's easy. I sure hope so. You do know I'm awful at DDR. Come on, just pretend it's Doom Time or whatever that game was. I chuckle at her getting the name wrong again. That is a callback all the way back. For the OGs playing the demo. That is not how games work. And the song starts. Takes literally everything in me to keep up with the song. After what feels like an eternity of mashing my feet on buttons like a madman, the song finally ends. I look at Maisie. She's broken a sweat, but I think that's mostly from the rounds earlier. On the other hand, I can already feel that I'm sweating up a storm. Huff, huff. That was a lot. Maisie takes a deep breath. Oh, come on, I just came off of Extreme to beat the guy earlier. This is a cakewalk. Easy for you to say, you're probably the only fit one of us here. Ugh. Takes a moment for me to catch my breath. Maisie scrolls through the game's menus. Alright, what song should we do next? There's more? Yep, we get 4 songs because there are 2 of us. Oh god. Come on, Sid, you're meant to be my backup for the dance, remember? I can't have you collapsing on me after 1 or 2 dances. I chuckle. Oh yeah, because stopping my feet around at lightning speed is going to be really applicable at the school dance. Oh, shut up. Yeah, you know what? When I hit the dance floor, I'm going to make sure I do one of these. I then stomp my feet around in a random crazy pattern, hitting the buttons at random. Waving my arms comically as I do. You should do that, that's hilarious. Maisie then imitates me, waving her arms around stupidly like I did as she steps on the arrow buttons. And now I can't help but laugh as well. Okay, that is a bit funny. Maisie continues to do this stupid dance, cackling away. Come on, join me, this is good practice for the school dance. Why not? I start waving my arms around, stomping around with her. At this point, we're both laughing uncontrollably at each other. This goes on even until the next song starts counting down to the beginning. Wait, the next song is coming on, come on. So stop that, I can't concentrate. Maisie keeps laughing as I keep exaggerating my actions more and more. Stop being so... You look so stupid. Why won't you? Maisie's cackling uncontrollably. I've never seen her laugh this much. Hearing her laugh, I find it hard to stop, even when the song starts actually playing from the DDR machine. I somehow finish the song despite the silliness, which is a lot for me in this exhausted state. Frankly, it's a miracle. Huff, puff, huff, ugh. It turns amazing. She's actually working up a sweat. Quite a sweat actually. That partially sheer top of hers is not doing her any favours with added moisture. Well, I see you're getting pretty tired. You can quit now. I know you did a full round before me, so I understand if you can't keep going. You're working up quite a sweat after all. Speak for yourself, sweaty armpit boy. I freeze. I check myself. I'm drenched there. There is even a big visible wet patch around my armpits now. Oh my gosh, you actually checked. You're so cute. Shut up. I need to fire back, but how? I haven't got much, but it's hard to concentrate on the game when I can see your bra the whole time. Then stop staring at my tits, you perv. Maisie punches me on the arm. Ow, hey! That's the price of admission. For what? For staring at my boobs, duh. That didn't seem obvious to me. Do you charge everyone that? Because that must be a lot of punches to give out. Sounds like you're asking for another one. Ugh, no, not really. Good boy. Now, eyes on the screen. The last song's coming on now. Let's end this. Oh god, here we go. And the final dance plays. It's a slaughter. I can barely form the steps to do the dance at all. But even the perfect DDR queen Maisie misses a few notes here and there. I guess she really must be getting tired. In any case, she secures a firm victory. I'm the fucking champion! 4-0, bitch. Maisie points and jeers at me. Is beating me really that much to be proud of? What? Of course it is. You play more games in 1 week than I do in my whole life. It's a worrying amount, really. Maybe it's an addiction. Do you need an intervention? Get on with it. I don't know. It's just nice actually to be better at you at a game. It helps me feel less bad about, being so useless with games and stuff. You remember what it was like at the game store earlier this week? That's true. She was pretty hopeless. Guess it gives me hope for the future. Maybe I really will come to understand what you and Albie see in those things. That was surprisingly nice. After all the word, I could lend you a favourite game of mine if you like. You'd really do that? Yeah, sure. I think it could be fun. That That's so sweet. That sounds like fun. We should do that. Awesome. I already have a few in, but you need to finish Otherworld first. You really need to pick up the pace if you want to play more if you want me to play your game sooner. You're still all the way in Season 1. Why am I surprised? This is Maisie after all. But I guess I also like this about her too. She's so determined and always knows what she wants. Alright, I'll keep this in mind. Awesome! Anyways, I'm sweating like a pig. I'm lucky my top can't leave sweaty armpit marks like yours does. What? I can see some just there on your top. I point to the sides of her top just beneath her armpits. Where? Gotcha. Ugh, there's nothing there. I laugh to myself. Lucky the loser of DDR pays for our drinks. I don't remember agreeing to that. It's an unspoken rule. If I speak it, it wouldn't be much of an unspoken rule, would it? But you're saying it now. It doesn't count if the match is over. Just buy me a drink already. I sigh. Well, I guess I did lose. It's fair enough. We make our way to the counter, get some soft drinks, and make our way to the free couch. We cool off for a bit, relaxing on a couch at the front of the arcade. I sip my lemonade and she sips on some sickeningly pink drink. You are freakishly good at DDR. How'd you get so good? You beat the guy who was the best in town on your first trip here. Yeah, I don't know. I've always had good hand-eye coordination. When I was just starting karate, there was a DDR machine in an old arcade next door when I was way younger. I used to beg Mum and Dad for dollar coins to play on it whenever they'd go shopping after my lessons. Huh. Karate lessons followed by DDR? It seems Maisie was always full of energy. But, you know, I don't have to try practice that hard. It kinda just comes naturally. That's a pretty crazy specific talent. I know, right? I wish my super specific talent was sword juggling or fire breathing or something. That's not what I meant, but fair enough. And suddenly Stu appears. Hey guys, pizza's ready. You should come before it gets cold. Oh good, because I'm starving. Nothing makes you hungry like DDR does. She's right, I'm starving now too. And that's that. That's 2 of the arcade events revealed to the lucky viewers of this live stream, or maybe VOD, or maybe YouTube, or maybe historical document, a documentary. I don't know. Who knows how you're gonna hear this? I hope that was enjoyable. Did you guys enjoy that? I don't know. I think the Maisie DDR scene is a lot of fun. I remember having a lot of fun writing it, because it's kind of silly. She has like a dance-off with this guy called Big Johnny or something. And then like an old man hits everyone with a broom, and then they dance. I don't know, it's funny. It's such a silly scene. It's fun to just have fun and let loose with those scenes sometimes, instead of being all serious and dark all the time. Like, not that it's dark, but like serious. Oh, hello. Donated? Oh my god. A donation. That's a miracle. Thank you, Mr. Xander. I couldn't see the message. Bloody hell. There it is. Okay. I had to alt tab. Just want to say your game brings me a lot of joy. Jada's positively affected me, honestly. Can't wait for the game to release. You responding to my red dress girl tweet honestly made me jump with joy. So thanks. I wish I could give you more. No, you have given me enough, Xander Sleep. You've come here and watched the stream, and that's all I could ever ask from you guys. I don't know. I love the support. I love the people. Makes me super happy. Fun scene, says Son of Says. Love heart. Thank you. No, seriously though, thank you for the donation. That's the first donation to this channel. Wow. I will spend it wisely. No, but really, no, seriously, just the company of everyone here is awesome. I couldn't ask for anything more. I really do think I have the best community ever with this game. Like, this is perfect. Every single one of you, all your supports, all your likes, your comments, your participation in the Discord, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you always, like, make it great. You know, it's just it makes me very happy. Very happy. You guys rule. It was fun. Thanks for the stream, Neo. Thank you for being here. I can feel myself slowing down, getting a little tired. Is there anything I should be plugging? Just trying to think. I'll drop the straw poll. So this straw poll is basically, I explained it a few times earlier, but in case anyone missed it, I'm thinking of doing a dedicated Q&A session later to tie in with the end of the Steam Game Festival. I'm thinking in about like with sometime in the next 24 hours. I'll post more about it on Twitter and the official LoveSick Darlings Discord. For those who aren't in the Discord, you should get into the Discord, because it is a lovely place full of lovely, lovely, lovely people, who are all friendly and all nice. So let me just drop a link to that real fucking quick. Boom, boom, boom. So you know, join that. Come say hi. I'll say hi too. It's a fun little community. But yeah. So I might do a Q&A later. The poll is gauging interest, basically. So please be honest in the poll too. If you really do not give a fuck, that's valid. You don't have to come say hi. You don't have to do anything. As Aaron Yeager said, you know, we were born to this world. We're free, you know. I don't know what I'm rambling about. It was a lot of fun hanging out with you. You're super cute. Oh, thank you. I didn't know I was cute. That's so nice. I'm, cool. Yeah, I really swear I had a lot more to say. Any questions? Anyone? Anything? I don't know. You got stuff you want to throw out at me? The Steam Game Festival, I'll just share my random thoughts that come to mind. Feel free to not ask questions, do whatever you want. Very cute and friendly. I'm like a adorable creature in a TV show. Or like a friendly mascot. Cute and friendly. I can get behind that. Thank you. Yeah, what was I saying? Steam Game Festival has ruled. If anyone is in the chat from the Steam Game Festival, coming and saying hi, checking out the game, thank you. And let me know if you came from the Steam Game Festival, because the Steam Game Festival has shot up exposure of LoveSick by a lot. I don't know the long-term effects yet, but I was looking at statistics the other day, and like impressions and views and downloads are up by like 500%. It was like ridiculous how much exposure the festival's given the game. I don't know how much of it's long term, or it's just people browsing from the festival, or who knows how engaged everyone from the festival will stay. But the fact that I've gotten so many wishlist editions is a great sign. I think we've just broken over 1,000 just recently. I don't know if that's a lot or not many at all. I really have no idea. I have no gauge for it. You LoveSick Secret Root? Am I the Secret Root? Wow. That would be very indulgent to like write myself into my own romance game. I arguably have already with Sid anyway. Sid is much like my young self. Little boy who is just working his way through the world. But yeah, Steam Game Festival's ruled. Doing this live stream as a part of it has been a treat. It's been so much fun. No, seriously, it's awesome. It's awesome. All of you are all awesome. I'm glad I got to show off a bunch of the game. People played it back in March. I think it was March. They played this alpha. It's looking a lot cleaner and even better now. Oh, I forgot to ask, what did people think of the 2 mysterious figures from Sid's past? We kind of breezed over that. I got caught up into other discussions. What do they think of their designs? How they look? Any foreboding elements? Are you even more interested in Sid's story now, people? I wonder. I've tried to build up a lot of intrigue around it, and I think the payoff is good. Not to hype it up too much, but, you know, I do think it's good. The blonde girl is very cute. Yeah, she is cute. She is cute. Yeah, I always had a specific design in mind, and Fee did a really, really good job of bringing her to life there. She doesn't have sprites in-game because she doesn't exactly show up a lot. No, I won't say how much she shows up. I was about to say... No. Secrets. She's important, though. To Sid's story, at least. To Sid's story. They seemed friendly, says Skeletor. Yeah, that's a complicated question. They are friendly, but... friendliness can be a bad thing. You know? It's kind of the mood I was trying to capture, like... They didn't say anything, they weren't mean, they weren't rude to Sid or anything, like, and they were obviously interested and were like, oh hey, how are you? But obviously Sid's kind of not on the same terms. And people who played the demo know that he already has a history of anxiety, and that will get fully explored, you'll see very shortly. Alpha players know exactly how and why, and exactly why it's manifested the way it does. I suppose them would have been way more hostile. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, no, they're not hostile, and I think that's what makes them kind of scary or realistic. You know, when something bad happens so long ago that you and anyone else involved have all moved on, and then you see each other again, and there's so genuinely no ill will between you, but it still feels horrible and anxious, you know? That's the feeling I was trying to capture. Because I felt that not many, but several times in my life. Like, you know, something happens, you lose contact, or you avoid them, or you, I don't know, block them on Facebook, I don't know, whatever you do to dissociate from someone. And then you kind of encounter them later, and you're like, oh, I don't hate this person, or there's no ill will, but you still feel anxious, you know? That's the feeling I'm trying to capture. Because I felt that, and I know if people have felt that, other people I know also have felt that. I've seen all kinds of relationships, like friendships, girlfriends, families, where people just get anxious at the thought of someone, despite there being nothing wrong. Like, they didn't do or say anything, and Sid freaked the fuck out. Sid's got complicated stuff. Anxiety, social expectations, it's all hard, complicated stuff. But that's my little ramble about Sid's internal workings. What else did we cover? I thought the bar was fun. Tammy's an interesting character because she can be introduced during the art exhibition, depending on your choices, which is very amusing. Otherwise, you meet her on the tram. Not on the tram, on the train over to Sydney for the protest march. I'm curious to see what people think of the protest march, the actual event itself. I've done my best to not be, like, preachy or political or anything, and, like, you know, I don't want to be, like... What's the word? Like, I want to stand for, like, an important issue without being, like... this is what the game is about, you know? It's more important for Steph's character. And I think there's a lot of good Steph content that comes from the protest march that I hope you guys look forward to. Steph and Tammy's relationship is important, and I think really getting to know Tammy will go a long way if you're a person who wants to explore Steph's story. Yeah. We didn't get to see much Steph today. She's always been the least popular. Although she did pretty well in the poll after Jada was taken out of the equation. I don't know. Yeah, I'm curious. I don't know. What else? Yeah, both arcade scenes are fun. I'm curious to see how people develop their opinions on Grace. Most people are like, oh yeah, she's fine. Like, if I had to gauge based off of feedback from people, I'd say most The most requested and most popular characters are easily Jada, Maisie, Steph, Stuart, Grace. In fact, Nacho's probably ahead of Grace, unfortunately. Nacho, Grace, and then Tammy. And then Albie last. No one talks about Albie. Albie's a sweet little boy. He's gonna get more stuff soon. I hope people enjoy that too. I already shared his preview on Twitter the other day. Not the other day, last night. Just before I went to bed. And came live. Let me post it in here in case anyone missed it. If you want LoveSick Darlings updates, make sure to come and follow me on Twitter and see all the latest stuff. But yeah, that's the CG featuring Albie that came out just the other day. You'll see more artworks like that if you follow me there. I always want more followers, so you know. Don't wait on it. Follow me, join the Discord, say hi, live your life. And have fun. Excuse me. Anyway. I'll save more questions for later. It's kind of hard to really love Grace when Grace hates you. It's true. Grace is not easy to love. She is prickly as hell and will tell Sid to fuck off to his face, you know, like just but that's what makes her fun to write from my perspective. I love Grace, but yeah. From a player perspective, she's like antagonistic, and that is the point. So yeah, I think that's a very fair point. Anyway, any last questions? If you guys want to save questions for the Q&A a little later, which I'm thinking of doing in about, I don't know, sometime in the next 20 hours, 24 hours. I'll double check when the Steam Festival ends. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up. I've rambled enough now. Thank you all for joining. Xander Sleep says, looking forward to the Q&A. Everyone should prepare questions. Anyone here who's listening and wants to do the Q&A, I'm gonna be doing it live over Discord and Twitch. So, please come and, I don't know. You can come via voice chat or via Twitch chat. Try prepare a question or two though, because that'll keep things going. And it doesn't all have to be Q&A. Like, it can just be a conversation too. Like, you know, we can just keep it chill. Have a chat. Have a gander. You know, whatever. Cool. I'll see you all later for that then, hopefully. I'm just looking at the straw poll now, and it's looking positive. There seems to be enough interest, so sounds like fun. Sounds like fun. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. I will bid you all adieu then. Thanks for joining me, as always. This has been a LoveSick Darlings developer livestream with yours truly, Dimitri. Yeah. Alright, guys. See you all later. Have a good one. Goodbye, good night, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is. I hope the rest of it is good.